Mm. 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 We up in this beer. Beer. Why you acting like a beer? What's up? Oh. Mm. Mm. What's up? Got a great show for you guys tonight, man. Great show for you. Oh, um, great show for y'all tonight, man. Great show, man. Great show. Great show for y'all tonight, man. We up in this bitch. Um, yeah. It's 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 up. It's vertical up in this motherfucker tonight, man. It's vertical. Yeah, man. You already know what time it is, man. You already know, man. You already know. You already know what time it is, man. You know what it is. It's vertical up in this motherfucker. It's up. Mm, mm. That's what I'm talking about, man. We gotta do the $7 challenge, man. We gotta step it up, man. The $7 challenge, man. Salute to my man Honky Kong, man. We gotta do the $7 challenge in this motherfucker, man. We up in this bitch every night, man. How many days in a row is this, man? City to city, DC to New York, this place to that place. $10 challenge. Now that's what I'm talking about. The $10 challenge. My man. That's I was being nice, man. My man said $10 challenge. Well, that's what's up. Salute to my man Stunner, man. I wonder if Stunner gonna come through tonight, man. Stunner in the building. Salute to Miss Berry. My man, Honky Kong. Ock Nation All Pro, man. Oh. Scorpion Squad. Everybody on the Scorpion Squad, man. Scorpion units, man. Let me see your 12s, man. Everybody in the Scorpion unit, put a 12 up, man. Everybody in the Scorpion unit, let me see your 12s. We might need you tonight, man. This is a topic, man, that it won't bring out some non-usuals, man. This topic tonight liable to bring out some unfamiliar faces, man. Just be on guard. That's all. I'm just telling y'all. Be on guard, man. Don't be afraid to use your taser, man. Don't be afraid to use your taser. And if that don't work, then use your laser. Use your taser, and if that don't work, use your laser. That's right, man. It's up. I gotta start y'all with some Instagram. Don't worry, we gonna get into it, man. Once everybody in here, because I don't want anybody to miss this, man. I don't want you to miss this, man. We going in. Salute to Georgia. Georgia. He's leaving on that midnight train to Georgia. You know, on that midnight train. He says he's going back to find a simpler place and time. And I'll be there, and I'm gonna be with him. With her. I'm gonna be with her. Shit. Right. Salute. Let me read that last one though, man. Let me read this last one. Georgia says, salute to you for covering the news no one else wants to talk about. Let's keep this challenge going. Yeah, the $10 challenge, man. That's what I'm talking about, man. We taking the twos too, though. My man Mills say he coming in with the two. That's we taking that too. Clyde is getting chased out by some people. I love it, man. Yeah, man. See, we laugh at y'all, gliders. Look at that son, man, Mills. He laughing at y'all, man. And then we laugh at y'all, man. We ain't right, man. We laugh at y'all, man. What y'all going through, man? Y'all stupid though. That's because y'all stupid. When some man think you stupid, man, he ain't got no pity on you, man. Some man ain't got no pity on you if he think you stupid.
NC.
Let's go. Hold on.
NC. The white man is going to prove to you who he is. Because he's not getting any better. He's getting worse. And he's doing more and more evil. And he's planning more and more evil as we speak. Do you realize that with all the weapons of mass destruction that the Caucasian has built, and he boasts that he could destroy the planet so many times over with nuclear weapons, do you realize that as you and I are standing here now, he is in the laboratory right now trying to think up new ways to kill people? What kind of a mentality is this? This is evil. He is not satisfied even with his ability to slaughter tens of thousands of human beings all over the planet. Hang around, wait and see. The white man is going to prove to you who he is.
You heard that, gliders, man? You heard that, gliders? Salute to my man, Doug G, man. He says, hi, here's 20. The upgrade to the business class challenge. That's right, man. The business class challenge, man. We doing the $10 challenge today, but my man Doug G did the business class challenge, man. We doing the $10 challenge today, man. Salute to you guys, man. Yeah, man. It's vertical, man. We on you gliders' head, man. You gliders, we on y'all head, man. We see you. We got you up on the ropes, man. We got you gliders up on the ropes, man. We going for the knockout punch, man.
Because he's not getting any better. He's getting worse. And he's doing more and more evil. And he's planning more and more evil as we speak. Do you realize that with all the weapons of mass destruction that the Caucasian has built, and he boasts that he could destroy the planet so many times over with nuclear weapons, do you realize that as you and I are standing here now, he is in the laboratory right now trying to think up new ways to kill people? What kind of a mentality is this? This is evil. He is not satisfied even with his ability to slaughter tens of thousands of human beings all over the planet. Hang around, wait and see. The white man is going to prove to
you. Yeah, man, it's up, man. It's up. Don't get it fucked up, man. You gliders think shit sweet, man. The sun man ain't playing with you, man. You gliders better wake the fuck up, man.
Any of these developers, the only way they could get the capital to build these giant subdivisions was by going to the Federal Housing Administration, submitting their plans for the development, for approval of the construction materials they were going to use, the architectural design, the layout of the streets in the subdivision, and an explicit commitment not to sell a home to an African American, required by the Federal Housing Administration. The Federal Housing Administration even required, as a condition of these guarantees, developers like Levitt to place a clause in the deed of every home prohibiting resale to African Americans or rental to African Americans. These deeds still exist in these homes today. They're no longer enforceable, but they're still there. What was the consequence of this? Well, those homes in those days, in all of these suburbs, they sold for $10,000 or less, $8,000, $9,000 a piece. In today's money, that's less than $100,000, probably $90,000. African Americans who were prohibited. Not they didn't want to, not because they didn't like living among whites. They were prohibited from moving into these suburbs, and they could easily afford to do so. Any working class family can afford to buy a home for $90,000, roughly twice national median income. Those homes and developments like that now sell for $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 and more. The white families over the next couple of generations gained, you can do the arithmetic, 200, 300, 400. Any of these developers, the only way they...
Yeah, but the only problem is if black folk would have, we have turned it into the hood, man. We have turned it into the hood, man. And they will never bring up that part, man. Listen, man, when I tell y'all, man, white folk ain't that bad, man. Listen, I like gliders, man. I like gliders. I like sunmen too, man. I don't know how the fuck that happened, man, but I still like sunmen, man. After all the shit I've been through with sunmen, I still like sunmen, man. But I like gliders too, man. I like gliders too, man. Gl- gl- Gliders are good to have around, man. Make sure you have some gliders around. Make sure you have some gliders around, man. If you ain't got no gliders around, you could end up like this guy. And we talk about this all the time, man.
There's a nurse right now here looking at the car. He's alive.
So this guy's at a restaurant. He went into some kind of seizure and he was dying. And none of the people at the table helped him. It took this white lady from another table, came over, and they still eating. His friends are still in there eating. They just staring at him eating.
I don't know. He was in the bathroom. What he did? He ordered something or what? He does? He knows it's revolution? No. Is he doing something? Yeah. He's responding. Is he going to be alright?
I don't know. Is someone
They
coming?
said they're coming. I don't know how long.
Homie's still eating, man. Homie's still eating, man. Hey, listen, man. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm a Sun man through and through, man. I'm a Sun man to the core, man. I'm sunned out, man. And I know you I still be like, nah, man. I might be hungry. Them chicken wings good, but I ain't even gonna sit here and eat this chicken wing while this man dying, man. And this white lady from another table came over. A white lady from another table came over, saw him struggling, and came over tried to help him. We sitting here eating this shit. At least, if you're not gonna help the white lady, man, at least don't eat, man. That's my thing. Okay, you ain't gonna help the white lady. Let the white lady do it, cause you probably you don't know what the fuck you doing. You don't know any first aid, self preservation. You don't know any of that. So, but just don't eat, man. You ain't supposed to sit there and eat, man. Come on, man. You still eating, bro?
No, it's not gonna. This is very painful what I'm doing. You don't just watch the ball.
Yeah, they call.
He was in the bathroom for a long time.
Yeah.
But you probably snorted it more likely.
As long as he's still got a pulse, we're okay. And if he
And this on Breeder here ain't shit either. Goddamn on Breeder, y'all be around us too much, man. That black and brown coalition taking y'all down, man. Y'all need to stop that black and brown coalition shit. Y'all'll be all right without us dragging y'all down.
You know how long?
Let's see what else going on, man.
Dígamelo. Oh, yo.
Hey, don't worry, man. We gonna get into Rasheem, man, in a minute, man. All y'all came to see about Rasheem Carter, man. We about to get into that, man. I'm gonna drop the link too. If you want to come up, man, just hit the link. I'm gonna put the link in the description box and the link in the chat.
Yo le voy a mandar un video ahora mismo. Eso fue ahora mismo aquí.
Mira, ve, por eso es que hay que tener la puerta laqueada aquí. Dicen, pero por eso es que hay que tener la frente ahora al sector.
Broad daylight robbery. Sunman is out of control, man, and we worried about one murder down there, and I don't know where the fuck this Rasheem shit happened at, but wherever this happened at, we worried about one murder. And look what the hell we doing. Look what's happening on the streets. These dudes pulled up, hopped out the car, and robbed this guy in a busy ass street. Look how busy this street is. Like New York.
Dígamelo. Oh, yo le voy a mandar un video ahora mismo. Eso fue ahora mismo aquí.
Mira, ve, por eso es que hay que tener la puerta laqueada aquí. Dicen, pero por eso es que hay que tener la frente ahora al sector.
El video ahora mismo.
Se marchó.
Damn. Ran up on him. Got him quickly. Give me that.
When it comes to Kamala, I mean, listen, when Kamala said this ain't a racist country, she lost me. And she ain't got me back yet.
Okay, we got the mulatto, man. Mulatto or mulatto crime, man. Preference on preference crime, man. God damn it, preference on preference crime is just out of control nowadays, man. When Kamala said racism don't exist, she lost me. Yeah, that's the worst thing you can do, man. Tell black people racism don't exist. That's all we got, man. That's all we got, yo. If y'all listen, some people, I'm a coon. I'm already fucked up. But all y'all other some people out there that's trying to still stay cool and shit with black people, that still try to be like, you know what I'm saying, a good standing with the Blackistan contingent. Don't ever tell them that this country ain't race. That's all they got, man. You got Baltimore. What is it, 23 schools? Can't none of the kids read? Not one kid can read at 23 public high schools. Not one. None of them can do math at proficient. None of them proficient at math. Not one. And then they got another school where it's one kid proficient at reading. And you know how they explain that? Racism. They explain that with racism, man. Everything is racism, man. And y'all gliders been bending over back for us, man. Y'all been bending over backwards for us, man. Hit one if you think gliders been bending over backwards for some people, man. You gliders been bending over backwards for us, man, in my estimation. Y'all say SAT, man. SAT racist, man. They got rid of the damn SAT. I was like, I was born too early. I had to take the fucking SAT and shit, man. That shit was hard as a motherfucker, man. Now they only gotta take the SAT, man. They about to make it illegal to charge somebody 25 years old with murder. Man, it's crazy out here, man. Gliders done. All we got is racism. That explains everything. Racism explains everything, man. We need that, man. We need racism to explain. We need racism to explain everything, man. Without racism, we can't explain the shit that go on in Blackistan, man.
I mean, listen, when Kamala said this ain't a racist country, she lost me. And she ain't got me back yet. Mm-hmm. And not that matters. I'm just little Amanda. Mm-hmm. She the one in the White House. Mm-hmm. But child, that one right there.
But we all know where.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Who the fuck is this? Goddamn. Albie DeBarge. She get interviewed by Albie DeBarge, man. Shit, the fuck? The fuck going on, man? Jesus Christ, man.
In a racist America, she has to know that she's in a racist America. Do you think that was her speaking to the hopes of not wanting to live in a racist America?
She can't do that.
Right.
We have shooters that are going into places and killing people because of their race.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, they call Crips and Bloods and GDs, man. And BDs, man. In this street and that street. And the niggas from this avenue and the niggas from that avenue and the niggas from the up top, the niggas from the breezeway, the niggas from down bottom. They going in and shooting niggas because they niggas. Nobody shoot people based on their race more than niggas shoot other niggas. Fuck is she talking about? She talking about? She talking about that Gendron, that kid in Buffalo, man. That white kid that shot up them black people in Buffalo, man. How how privileged you gotta be for that to be your reference of a shooting? Think about how privileged she is. That's her reference of a shooting. She's so removed for the real world that the only shooting she know about happened last year, and it was a white dude. And she up here talking some blackity black shit. How can you be blackity black and the only shooting you know about happened last year and it was a white guy? You lost your black card right there. Just off the break, you lost your black card, man. Oh, I know about a shooting. Last year, this white boy. What the fuck? Fuck is you talking about? Where the fuck you from? These people crazy, man. Tell you, man. Let me drop this link, man. We gonna get into this Rasheem Carter in a minute, man. Salute to everybody, man, joining us, man. Make sure you take the $10 challenge, man. We're doing the $10 challenge tonight. Make sure you take the $10 challenge, man. Support the channel, man. The only ones doing this, man. Nobody else gonna do this, man. Ain't nobody gonna be doing this. Make me better. Make me feel this way. Put my loving arms around you. Oh, oh. Ain't nobody, man, gonna do it like we do it, man. Gliders represented. We need some sun men up here, man. Where the sun men, man? The sun men stand up today, man. I need sun men to balance off this glider energy, man. What's up? What's up, guys? How y'all doing, man?
We need Stunner back.
Man, Stunner, him and
I think Stunner and Wicked need to quash the beef, but that's just me. I don't even understand.
I don't know if Wicked is capable of squashing a beef.
Wicked is out there starting beef, so but we can't be fighting amongst our own.
Yeah, man, the black and brown coalition, man. I don't know, man. It's fucked up, man. They fucking up the black, that and the cartel killing some people, man.
It's fucked up. We don't get to join the coalition, man.
Yeah, nah, y'all ain't got no culture. Remember, whites don't have a culture.
This bitch so fair skinned, she's almost not in the coalition anymore.
Yeah, she's a straight up mulatto, man.
She needs to be executed, right?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, man. What's going on? We got some sons up here. What's up, sons?
What's up, son?
What's happening, man?
How you doing?
Everything's
My
cool.
nigga.
Is this Captain Crunch or Captain Morgan?
Yeah, that's Captain Crunch.
What up?
Salute, Off Nation.
Yeah, man. What's up, Miss Burry? Miss Burry in the building.
Good evening.
What you think about your mulatto representative, man? She representing you, black woman.
Is she mulatto? I thought she was like Trinidadian. I don't like her. I can't stand her. by the way. I just really cannot. If you heard the story about Myron Rolle and how she
Yes.
tried to say he
Yes.
raped
I heard
her
that.
or tried to rape her.
Nah, she just, I don't even know. He curved her, really.
Exactly.
She was
And
mad
then she
about,
tried to throw dirt on him.
yeah, he's a guy. He one of the good, but we don't got, man, we don't got too many like Myron Rolle, man. You can't, if you take Myron Rolle down, what you leaving us with, man? We ain't got no, I mean, he goddamn, what, neurologist, ain't he a brain surgeon?
Yeah, now he is. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he went from playing football. He quit playing football to become a brain surgeon, and this goddamn mulatto trying to take him down. One of the only good ones we got, man. Fuck you, goddamn half a glider.
And then we're not calling it domestic terrorism. We have an entire culture of police that are killing Black people and getting away with it because the law says they can.
Oh my gosh.
An entire
She
culture.
want to be down so bad.
Jesus Christ, man. I mean, shit is comedy, man.
I would give anything to get you on a panel with some people like her, Ak. Like some kind, get you on a stage with them. That shit would be fucking hilarious if you didn't die from laughter after like 5 minutes.
Yeah, eat them up. I could eat them.
They would shout me down, man. These people right here, they would shout me down and talk over me, man. It would be rough.
I just want to see the look on their face though when they go into one of their rants and you're over there just busting laughing, and then they got to try and figure out what the fuck is wrong with you.
Right, man. This is these people right here. I was around these people when I was in New York. I was around a table full. Remember I told you that dinner I went to? It was a table full of these people. They were talking all this same type shit. And I'm just like, oh my God, listen. And these people are fucking degreed up and live around white people. Many of them married to white people.
Don't know nothing about the hood.
Don't want to know.
Exactly. But yet wants a hood dude that don't want her because she's a weirdo.
Yeah. And then they talk about they represent Black in front of other white people that know even less about the Black community than they do. So they're the Black friend. Whenever you hear white people talk about they have a Black friend, they're talking about people like her, this chick right here on the screen. That's their Black friend that's beating them down and abusing them and playing all types of fucking mind games and fucking keeping them in a box about racism. So like these white people, if you're a glider and this is your Black friend, it's like you fucking feel terrible about yourself. You feel like you're responsible for everything that's wrong in the fucking Black community.
Right.
And you trust her too because, you know, she's your friend. You don't realize that she's fucking abusing you. You know, Gliders will trust you. I mean, Amanda said that. I it's all my fault. I can't believe I'm such a terrible person. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, she's fucking a terrible
my
friend.
representation. Oh my God.
She's a horrible person for doing these type sons. They do this shit. I've seen it. They're horrible for that shit.
We have a country that was 1000% built on the foundation of racism that now legislators are trying to pretend didn't happen and are getting that through and doing it on an education level and on a DEI level. You cannot, as the second in line to the highest form of office in this country, make a message on hope.
Mm-hmm. Salute to Rudy Bishop. He said, "Don't ever try to touch my hair." Yeah, she one of them ones that would lie and say a white person asked her to touch her hair. Ain't nobody asked to touch your motherfucking hair.
I'll pull her hair.
If a white woman want to touch some Black hair, all she gotta do is touch her fucking.
You can tie a boat off to the dock with that shit.
Yeah, man. White women ain't got no problem touching Black people hair, man. They touch Black dudes' hair every night in bed, man. The fuck is you talking about? These sisters going around talking some. He had to touch my hair. Ain't nobody asked to touch your fucking hair. Shut the fuck up. Shout out to shout out to my man Last Outlaw. Last Outlaw said, come on out to Glider Country, bro. Let's start a revolution. I'm man. I'm a Sun man, man. I'm a Sun man, man. I ain't switching sides, man. I'm just giving the news, man. I just happen to be a Sun man, man.
One
It
day
just
you're
worked.
gonna come on here and you're gonna be looking like Sammy Sosa.
It's like Mike McDonald or we ever heard Michael McDonald sing, man? You like, that gotta be a motherfucking brother. And no, that's a white guy, man. He just happened to be a white guy, man. You know what I'm saying? I just happen to be a brother, man. It is what it is. Somebody got to tell this shit. This shit is out of control, man.
You, in my opinion, is particularly not just as vice.
R.I.P. to Bobby Caldwell, man. The great singer, man. He passed away, man. What's that song he sang? God damn, it'll come to me in a second. R.I.P. to Bobby Caldwell.
President, but as the first Black woman vice president, and who got there and who got this man elected largely in part because Black women like myself were like,
what you won't do for love. You tried everything, but you won't give up. In my world, that guy right there, it's only you. Make me do the things that I would not do. I know I'm singing it off beat, but fuck it. I just had to fucking think of that song real quick. Bobby Caldwell, that guy saying, what you won't do for love? Do for love. That guy right
Shout
there.
out to Bobby.
You remember you rocked to that song, didn't you?
Yeah, I know that song. And when Tupac remade it,
he dead, man. He died today, man.
Oh.
He was a white guy.
Let's do what we always do. Mm-hmm. Let's show up. You can't get in there in that position and then make such an egregiously false statement.
Damn. This you got as a fuck, man. They cutting off Kamala because she said racism. This country not racist. It's a wrap for Kamala, man. Wow. Wow. Shit. Fucked up, man.
The chat said they can't give you too many super chats because you'll leave your wife for a white woman.
Oh, well, listen, man. Listen, man. You ain't gotta worry about that, man.
She come find you.
I like white women. White women is cool and everything, but man, it gotta be a sister for me, man. I like sisters, man. It ain't. It's like, I don't know. I guess I'm just different, man. I'm strange, man. I'm different, man. I don't know, man. I don't want to kiss you.
It's the culture.
Yeah, I'm trying to kiss you and you poke my eye with your fucking nose and shit, man. I mean, what's going on, man? like, I don't know, man. I just man, I don't know, man. I just like when I have wet dreams, it be about
hard
sisters.
to explain.
You know what I'm saying? Like it just be. Don't get me wrong. There's some white porn stars, man, that I like, man, but I just don't be like out seeing white girls and be like,
though, yeah.
Damn. Like I never been out and seen a white girl and was like, oh fuck that, man. Follow the white girl through the mall. I never followed the white girl through the mall. I never been across the street hollering at a white girl. Hey yo, hey Shorty, come here. I never did that, man. I never had the urge to do that. Sister, I be following through the mall. I be like, yeah, man. I follow in Victoria's Secret. I be the only dude in Victoria's Secret trying to get her number and shit. It's crazy, man. Yeah, but you may get this, but I mean, I had some success, man. I ain't no bitter dude, man. I had enough success, man. Sisters done put a nigga through hell, but I done won some games out here, Jack. I ain't out here like just losing all the fucking time. Fuck that. I be winning, nigga, too. But salute to Savage, man. He said in the Philippines they used to pinch me and my whiter looking family members. It wasn't racism, just curiosity. The whole touching hair with son sisters being racist thing is stupid. They're insecure. He said they used to pinch you because you white, so you see your white skin turn red and shit. But yeah, man, everybody's curious about somebody, man. Black sisters got to stop that shit, man. About somebody touching. Ain't nobody touch your funky ass. You sitting there like this all day. It was when I remember I worked at Home Depot. The cashier, she was always doing like this, just smacking herself over there. I was like, what the fuck they do that for? They be like, oh, it's because it's itching and shit. That's how they do when it itching.
That's what they do when they can't reach their scalp.
Yeah, they can't reach their scalp. They just smack. I'm like, and this girl, I'm talking about, when I say she was doing that shit, she did that shit so much, I felt bad. Like, this, she gonna have a concussion, man. Just pow, 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 pow. Like,
that's a
all
fact.
day. I'm like, damn, I don't want to touch that shit, man. Salute to New York, man. Now they have in some places, man, where they saying, man, no mask, no entry, man. No mask, no entry. So now we this the reverse mask mandate, man. About time, man. I just need to go world. This need to go nationwide. Fucking reverse mask mandate.
Pooh Shiesty ban across the nation.
Yeah, man.
That's the most
Definitely.
racist sign I've ever seen.
Nah,
I
man.
know.
If it was a Pooh Shiesty mask, like a profile of a Pooh Shiesty mask wearing person, that would be it.
Yeah.
But you
Yeah,
see
I
how
mean,
it's a white hand stopping them?
yep,
I
exactly.
don't like.
Oh,
I don't
that's
like
true.
that. I don't like that vibe
But
right
hold
there.
on. Everybody's hand is white though. So you never know. It could be a black. It could be a black guy. Everybody's hand is white on that side.
Man, that's my hand all day.
Yeah, man. But let's get into this, man. Let's see. This fucking guy. What's his name? Rasheem. Oh God, this is the Sun community is fucking upset about this one, man. Y'all done stepped in the gliders, man. Y'all was being good since Tyree, man. And I know y'all didn't. I know all the cops was black, but still, y'all got blamed for that. But y'all been doing good since Tyree Nichols got killed, man. What happened, gliders? Y'all was doing so good, man.
Crying.
I can't hear nothing.
I don't know what the fuck is going on.
I think it's the video.
Oh, they're praying. No, they're praying.
It's still very low.
Yeah, it's it's their equipment or some shit.
Let's see now. What about now?
Oh, never mind.
Represents a young man who was killed. His head was severed from his body. His vertebrae, his spinal cord, was in another spot they discovered away from his severed head. They have recently found remains that they believe are also Rasheem Carter at another part of where he went missing. And what that tells us is that this was a nefarious act. This was an evil act. Somebody murdered Rasheem Carter.
Duh.
And we cannot let them get away with this. And so today, we're calling for the Department of Justice to open an investigation as to what happened to Rasheem Carter. Somebody seen what happened to Rasheem. And it doesn't make any sense at all, because the text message that his mother got before he went missing is a part of the clue to solving this murder. And
if they had to do this for every time a son man got killed and there was nobody in custody, man. God.
Right. And listen to this text. I don't know. As a
Wow.
mother, listen to this text. It's kind of weird.
It has to be investigated. Do you want to read it, Tiffany? You don't have to say the name. But okay. And what date?
Real.
On October the 1st, my son texted me. This was after him and I had gotten off the phone. He said, me and the owner of this company not seeing eye to eye, Mama. His name which I can't say at this time, but if anything happened to me, he's responsible for it. I'm too smart, Mama. He got these guys wanting to kill me. And that's what he sent to me.
And then he went missing. And then his remains were found with his head dismembered from his body, his spinal cord separated from his head, and his other body parts are still missing. Tiffany deserves answers. This community deserves answers. Justice for Rasheem Carter. Justice for Rasheem Carter.
Is this his actual skull? What's going on with these fucking pictures, man?
Yeah, I think that is his actual skull. These people are sick. This is sick. The mom,
Morbid.
the mom is right here, and they keep talking about it. Fuck, they got pictures of his skull.
Disgusting.
And the fact that she's not like just
I
breaks
know.
down for seeing that is
Right.
just crazy.
And she read that text, and I'm like, what was her response? That's what I want to know, because I'd have been like, all right,
Maybe
son,
she didn't get it. Maybe she
come
didn't
home.
get it.
Like, what the heck?
Where are you? Where are you?
He was contracted in another city somewhere, working somewhere else. I don't know what the heck was going on, but wouldn't that, I mean,
Hey, do y'all know where this happened at?
Jackson, Mississippi.
Oh, Jackson. Okay.
You know, where gliders kill sunmen all the time.
Yeah, you know, Jackson.
The Deep South, Dixie.
Yeah.
Yes,
Their poor mother. That's ground zero for glider
wish I
dysfunction.
was in Dixie.
Hey, isn't that where Brett Favre took $1 million from them folks?
Yeah, man. Brett Favre stole
Wow.
$5 million from poor.
He probably killed this dude too with that money.
That's true. That's true, man.
See, I think it's a conspiracy now.
Here we are, 2023, some 70 years after the 50s. We thought we
Jesus
Christ. 70 years.
What the hell?
What?
This is ridiculous.
What he say?
70 years after the 50s. He couldn't think of Emmett Till. He's trying to think of Emmett Till, but he's nervous.
He got pretty close though.
Yeah, this is Crump's understudy. This is the guy. This is like Crump's Pippen. It's like Pippen, Crump Jordan, and this Pippen. This guy right here. He trying to he coming up in the ranks, but he's yo, who the fuck is Truth, man? You gotta mute yourself, man. You
Oh, my bad, G. My bad.
Yeah, man.
He's an apprentice.
Yeah. This guy, he got nervous. He meant to say it's 50 years since Emmett Till because they're trying to compare this to Emmett Till.
Justice for Rasheem Carter. Justice for Rasheem Carter.
Oh my God.
2023, some 70 years after the 50s. We thought we had advanced chair Mississippi. I've been in Mississippi.
Just look at her face when he said that shit.
She was doing the math.
Oh my God.
She was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Yeah,
And
here
the
we
poor
are.
mother,
70 plus
she's
50.
Clearly, the mother's clearly too upset to eat.
Here we go. In 2023, it's clear. It's 15 years since 2008. Hey, what the fuck is he talking about?
If a dozen wings is $12.99.
And this is a lawyer. This is the next one. If Crump fall and bump his head, we're gonna be seeing this guy all the time.
She probably got her baby skull on the end table and forgets to use as an ashtray or something.
70 years after the 50s. We thought we had advanced chair Mississippi. I've been a Mississippian for all 46 years of my life, and I've never heard of a crime this horrific in my life.
What?
Doubt.
What?
I ain't even old enough.
No, he don't. Last week, one happened more horrific in Jackson.
He said he lived there for 45 years. Really?
What is he talking about?
It's a fresh atrocity every week in Jackson.
What the fuck is he talking about? Dudes get fucking. Oh my God, what is he? Yo, what is he talking about? This guy, man, there's no way he just said that, man. There's no way he just said that. But I
Who
gotta
is this dude?
I gotta I gotta literally I gotta literally just I can't. If I go into Jackson, Mississippi, I'll never get back to this. So let me just stay focused, man. I
Yeah,
got
you got
I
it.
got to stay focused. I got to stay focused.
Crime this horrific in my life. I was not living during the time of Emmett Till. I heard about that and read about it in the history books, but I thought we had progressed in Mississippi. But we are living in the Jim Crow era 2.0.
He's
Oh
sweet.
my God.
This is ridiculous. No.
How do y'all gliders? And then y'all gotta, and then a white guy can't say anything like, "Hey, wait a second, man. We've spent billions of dollars trying to, help you guys out just in this city alone in the last 50, 40, 50 years, man. Like we do everything we can to try to help y'all, man. Fucking program. Where you think these programs come from? Our tax dollars, y'all. You motherfucking Negroes get $5,000-$10,000
Oh,
back on your fucking taxes. Them white people in Jackson, Mississippi. Oh, man.
we in the Jim Crow 2.0.
Tax time. Black folks taking trips and fucking buying designer fucking clothes, and the white people is fucking talking about, God damn, shit. I owe $10,000 on my taxes. I owe $5,000 on my taxes. Shit is it's just insane. I don't know how y'all. The fact that y'all can listen to this shit and not say anything, I get it. You lose your job, but fuck that job, man. This shit is annoying. I don't know how you. Oh yeah, y'all have impulse control. That's what it is. Because we don't have no impulse control. Y'all got impulse control.
It's just like when the children get too loud at the kids' table during Thanksgiving. It's like, well, you just gotta let it go.
Except these children shoot you.
Black folks don't do that. Somebody getting popped with a fucking shoe or some shit. Somebody getting popped if they get too loud at the kids' table in the black home.
Some 70 years after the 50s. We thought we had advanced here in Mississippi. I've been a Mississippian for all 46 years of my life, and I've never heard of a crime this horrific in my life. I was not living during the time of Emmett Till. I heard about that and read about it in the history books, but I thought we had progressed in Mississippi. But we are living in the Jim Crow era 2.0, and there seems to be a surge of white supremacy. There's no reason
Oh my
Rasheem
God.
Carter should have been killed. He was dutifully and gainfully employed, just trying to make a living for his young child, and ends up dead, chased by what we believe to be white supremacists, a lynch mob.
White supremacy.
I mean, to be fair, this doesn't exactly fit the bill of Super Gremlins or Sun Teens or Sun Men, even really.
Yeah, they just leave you dead in the street at the gas station. We leave you dead in front of the club, from the gas station, broad daylight. We don't even go through all that fucking cutting your body up and hiding and shit. We just execute you right to the spot.
Could be the ghosts of dead Confederates.
They say that the autopsy found nothing, and that they're assuming animals ripped him apart like that.
Oh, so I mean, how did he end up? How did he die though? Like, let me hold on.
They don't know.
Let me. Your future president says definitely taken out by gliders. Sunman is not going to take the time to do a cut like that. Looks like they used it as an ashtray to be. Damn. Oh man, let's see what else going on, man.
Stand with Attorney Crump and stand with his family to fight for justice. We need the Civil Rights Division of the Department of Justice and the highest levels of government to come child defense in Mississippi. Amen. Because as wise as Carter's today, it could be my family tomorrow. It could be any Black American in Mississippi. It could be any of us. There is
so every Black person be on guard because you may get killed by a white person in Jackson, Mississippi.
So they don't even have any leads on who did this.
Nothing. They got
except white. So where did he get the white supremacy?
So I think what happened is they caught a glider on some like trail camera or some shit in the vicinity. That's sort of.
But somebody used his debit card some days after he died too. Well,
who
days after we think he died.
Let me get
into it.
New surge of white supremacy, and none of us should feel safe until all of us feel safe. And so we will fight for justice until the end.
Watch breaking news on YouTube.
Oh God, I just don't know how y'all listen to this shit. It's just insane, man.
Justice for Rasheem Carter.
From the chanting,
Justice for Rasheem Carter,
to these signs,
Justice for Rasheem Carter.
It's clear that family members and friends want someone to be held accountable for the death of 25-year-old Rasheem Carter.
This was not a natural death. This represents a young man who was killed.
Well-known civil rights attorney Ben Crump gives the gruesome details on how the Jefferson County man was found.
His head was severed from his body. His vertebrae, his spinal cord, was in another spot they discovered away from his severed head. They have recently found remains that they believe are also Rasheem Carter.
Carter was last seen outside a Super 8 hotel at the beginning of October in Laurel, which is half an hour from where he had been contracted to work in Taylorsville at Georgia Pacific. Remains believed to be his were found on November 2nd. Those close to Carter say he was being threatened by people he knew.
You say what?
That was a pretty big difference between the two photos, the graduation, and I don't know what's going on with him here.
It's probably a little hot. Maybe he
was talking on FaceTime. That looked like somebody took a screenshot.
Like just when you see high or something, just or some weed or some shit like that.
Remains believed to be his were found on November 2nd. Those close to Carter say he was being threatened by people he knew.
He was dutifully and gainfully employed, just trying to make a living for his young child, and ends up dead, chased by what we believe to be white supremacists, a lynch mob.
In fact, Carter's mother, Tiffany Carter, says he even let her know about it during one of his last text messages to her right before he went missing.
He said, me and the owner of this company not seeing eye to eye, mama. His name, which I can't say at this time, but if anything happened to me, he's responsible for it. I'm too smart, mama. He got these guys wanting to kill me.
But they say what's even more alarming is the fact that someone attempted to use Carter's credit card even after it was determined that he was dead.
And we believe that is a big clue. Think about it. The person who had his credit card is likely to have encountered him while he was alive. And it shouldn't have to be this difficult for this brokenhearted mother to get answers.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today. Georgia Pacific, that's where the money at. That's why he out there trying to sue Georgia Pacific. That's what he went to work for, right?
Oh, okay.
Right, but what if Trump is involved? I'm sorry. Yeah, but what if the cops are doing the detective work and all that, and it's not presented to the public or to them just yet, so they don't really know what's going on just yet.
Yeah, I mean, and also it could just be they don't know. Like we did a bunch of stories the other day about gliders that were found dead in what was that? Baton Rouge? All them dead.
Yeah, where his credit card managed to walk away from his dead body somehow. We saw that never do that.
They found the guy who had his credit card, the white guy, in Baton Rouge that was missing. They found him rolled up in a rug. They found the guy who had his credit card. He was a black guy, and they found the stolen car that guy had just a couple of blocks away from where they found the white guy, and they didn't charge him with anything. It's just, I mean, it's just strange, man. It's not strange. It's not unexpected, but it's just seeing this stuff in real time from black people is just insane, man. The way we act, man.
Civil rights attorney Ben Crump was in Jackson today, calling for answers in the mysterious death of a young Fayette man whose remains were found a month after he went missing. 12 News' Leah Williams heard from attorneys who are calling on the U.S. Department of Justice to step in. Leah?
Melanie, the state medical examiner's office was not able to determine a cause of death for 25-year-old Rasheem Carter.
So the state examiner's office wasn't, and let me guess, the people at the state examiner's office are racist because they know it's because think about it, everybody they get that comes through the state examiner's office in Mississippi, out of 100 bodies, 95 of them are black.
Imagine being the glider coroner in Jackson. It's just like day after day of dead son 5-year-olds.
Right. Look at him right here. He look a little different. He look different in every picture, man. This shit is crazy. That don't look like the same guy, man.
Yeah, it's a conspiracy, I think.
Yeah. If they find out some sons killed this guy, I
You
wouldn't
spend
be
your
surprised.
entire career like trying your best to help the families of some people with their dead people, and like then they call you a racist.
Yep. I wouldn't be surprised if some sons killed this guy anyway, man. Like if they come and find that some sons kill him, they're gonna call it a conspiracy. They're gonna say that they protecting the white killer or whatever the fuck they're gonna say. It's just crazy, man.
But didn't they do their own autopsy? And what did the independent autopsy turn out? Was it the same thing? Undetermined?
I don't know if they did their own autopsy yet. I don't know. I don't think they did. I didn't hear nothing about that yet. But let me just show you this story. Just look at this story. This is from 5 hours ago in Atlanta.
Feeling like somebody just ripped some out my body.
Tonight, a father describes the unbearable pain of losing a daughter, this little 11-year-old girl stolen by gun violence. Asia Jones was struck by a stray bullet that pierced her home in Spalding County, and tonight, a manhunt underway.
That pierced her home. A stray bullet that pierced her home. Think about how they talk about it when it's a black on black crime. It's not no emotion. There's no fucking malice or
like a hailstone.
It's
Justice for Asia Jones.
Right.
Justice for Asia Jones.
It's just a bullet pierced her home. What? A fucking thug, reckless, out of control, low IQ, low impulse control thug was shooting at another black guy and haphazardly in public, in a bullet from his gun hit this girl to bed while she was fucking sleeping. There, I fixed it.
Of losing a daughter, this little 11-year-old girl stolen by gun violence. Asia Jones was struck by a stray bullet that pierced her home in Spalding County, and tonight, a manhunt underway for the suspected killer. Good evening, I'm Sean Gables.
And I'm Rick Folbaum, and this is the face of the man the deputies want you to be looking out for tonight.
Well, no shit. We all knew it was a black guy. You don't even have to. Whenever a kid is sleeping in the bed, nigga is shot, it's always a black guy. I'm talking about always, at least 95% of the time.
Higher than that.
That's a fact.
Yeah, you lowballed that pretty bad.
The reason I lowballed it was because anything can happen.
You can see the fear in his eyes here,
is
too.
wanted for murder. Atlanta News First reporter Zach Summers live in Clayton County, where Asia's father lives. And Zach, you spoke to him exclusively. My heart breaks for him. What did he tell you?
Well, Marcus Jones took his daughter shopping a week ago today, not knowing that he would never see her alive again. When he learned about what happened yesterday morning, he tells me the 20-mile drive between Jonesboro and Griffin felt like an eternity.
Asia like a flower, man.
A gentle, kind, yet spunky soul. That's how Marcus Jones is remembering his daughter, 11-year-old Asia. Her life cut short early Tuesday morning.
I'm feeling like somebody just ripped some out my body. And it's a hollow space there.
Now you notice there's nobody standing with this father. He's all alone. If it was a white guy that they thought did this shit, this whole fucking background will be full of people with fucking suits on and podiums and shit and posters and shit. When it's a black person kill your kid, you standing there on the fucking news all the fuck by yourself.
A single dad with nothing but another baby.
Facts, man. That shit is deep.
It's
truly horrendous.
Crazy.
Eternity.
Asia like a flower, man.
A gentle, kind, yet spunky soul. That's how Marcus Jones is remembering his daughter, 11-year-old Asia. Her life cut short early Tuesday morning.
I'm feeling like somebody just ripped some out my body. And it's a hollow space there. But I'm still living.
Asia was killed while sleeping in her bed at the Northside Hills Apartments in Griffin. The Spalding County Sheriff says the suspect, Keontae Parks, who remains on the run, was shooting at someone in the parking lot when a stray bullet hit the little girl.
The person that put it.
This fucking piece of shit. And this motherfucker, had this never happened, and he got fucking, let's just say the bullet would have went somewhere else, didn't hit the little girl, missed the little girl, right? A week later, the police fucking come and try to arrest this guy just for shooting in public. And he gets his ass kicked while he's resisting arrest. It's going to be like the fucking sky is falling. It's going to be like World War III. Every fucking body's going to be losing their fucking head. Why Keontae? Keontae Parks. Keontae Parks. Everybody in the fucking world going to know this name. He's going to be murals on fucking liquor stores and shit.
Exactly.
His name going to be a hashtag. Everybody
Hanging on the side of the gas station like Alton Sterling.
Exactly, man.
Even though he's clearly a demon. I mean, look at this guy.
Yeah, you can tell in his booking photo he's scared to death.
He's a black man. And when you're a black man, if you have a run-in with a white man or a cop or a Karen, everybody in the country gets to know your name. And you get to be a fucking victim.
Been in her bed at the Northside Hills Apartments in Griffin. The Spalding County Sheriff says the suspect, Keontae Parks, who remains on the run, was shooting at someone in the parking lot when a stray bullet hit the little girl.
The person that pulled the trigger is the stray. Like a stray dog. He the stray. Not the bullet.
Investigators believe the shooting was gang-related, and while they're still trying to determine if there was a second shooter, the sheriff said Tuesday they're confident Parks fired the fatal shot.
He's a monster. He has a complete disregard for human life.
Today, grief counselors were at
It's
Careful,
black
Glider.
people.
They'll call you racist.
No, I promise you. In their hearts, a lot of black people cringed when I said that. Because a white guy called a black guy a monster. That's how we are. We're that sick. Even here. You ain't had to call him a monster, dang. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we are sick.
Parks fired the fatal shot.
He's a monster. He has a complete disregard for human life.
Today, grief counselors were at Cohen Road Middle School where Asia was a sixth grader. The district urging parents to talk to their children, saying in a statement, children need caring adults with whom they can discuss their feelings about death and dying.
I don't think Asia
Grief counselors.
It's mostly a need with black children. I mean, like,
Jones
God, we have
showed
to
me an email
start
he-
being specific about this shit, or we're never, ever going to get anywhere.
Yeah, black kids. Because here's the thing. If a black dude fucking discover the cure for cancer tomorrow, it's going to be black excellence. So they know when to fucking differentiate if somebody black or not. But when it's shit like this, all kids in the country, in the world need to learn how. No, fuck no. Black kids in the ghetto are the ones that's getting killed in their fucking sleep by niggas like that.
And Jones showed me an email he got from one of Asia's classmates last night. In it, that classmate talked about Asia's potential and thanked her for often helping the student with her homework. Just a testament of this young girl's kindness, offering some comfort to her family. As for Keontae Parks, authorities say he is considered to be armed and dangerous. If you do see him or know where he is, call police.
What?
Live in Clayton County, Zach Summers, Atlanta News First.
Look at these fucking stories. I mean, and look at this one. Same city, Atlanta. Every city we go to. But this is
Atlanta News First reporter Rebecca Schramm is in Douglas County right now, where the sheriff released video of the suspects who are in custody. Rebecca, what new information do you have?
Well, Gurveer, we now know the names of the suspects. And, you know, something interesting, there's a $40,000 reward in this case, thanks in part to money approved by the county commission. But listen to this. The tipsters who've come forward so far say they don't want the money. They just want justice.
Found out it was a gang hit.
Douglas County Sheriff Tim Pounds tells us gang charges are pending against 18-year-old Timothy Coleman and 17-year-old twins Chase and Chance McDowell, but that they're already charged with mass murder, aggravated assault, and aggravated battery in connection with the March 4th shooting at a Sweet 16 party that ended with 9 teenagers wounded, 2 of them killed. 15-year-old.
Wow.
9 teenagers. We've been covering this since it happened. 9 teenagers wounded. 2 killed. This fucking girl. These were not the intended victims. Yeah, these were not the intended. These weren't the people they were shooting at. These 2 people that died right here, they weren't the ones they were shooting at. These were just kids at a Sweet 16 party. 7 other kids got 9 other kids got shot. These 2 died. And you would, if you didn't watch this channel, you wouldn't have known that fucking happened.
Fact.
They just caught the guys. The guys were on the run for like, what happened, the 4th? 10 days. Look at this shit, man.
Wounded, 2 of them killed. 15-year-old Samuel Moon and 14-year-old Asian A. Hill.
The folks that was hurt and
Hill,
killed
my
were
last
not.
name.
Another Asia. 2 dead Asians. We got 2 dead Asians in this one little fucking 100-mile radius in the last fucking 10 days. I just did a video the other day about how black little kids getting killed. Every city is the same thing. More little black girls get killed than fucking
Like
white
it's
men.
nothing.
I'm talking about gangland. This girl got hit the fuck up with some big shit.
Every other group of men in the country combined couldn't even hope to come close to the amount of children that some men kill every year. It's not even a competition.
Just girls, though.
Yeah, this girl here was the one they caught in traffic, isn't it? They just pulled up and hosed the car down.
Nah, Bill, you got.
That's another story.
You got to pay attention. That's
the other story.
It's easy to get confused about this shit.
Bill's trying his best.
Bill's trying, man.
9 teenagers wounded, 2 of them killed. 15-year-old Samuel Moon and 14-year-old
9
Asian A.
teenagers
Hill.
wounded.
The folks that was hurt and killed were not the intended target. They
Wasn't
were
the
innocent
intended target.
bystanders.
The sheriff showed us the gun they confiscated during Coleman's arrest in Cobb County. The twins were arrested when they came to the sheriff's office.
They are so young, and they done threw their life away.
The mother and brother of victim Asian A. Hill were in the courtroom for the suspect's first court appearance.
I looked them dead in their face. They looked me in my
Hold on, hey, you gotta let the people hear the video.
My bad.
Thank you, man.
Room for the suspect's first court appearance.
I looked them dead in their face. They looked me in my face, kind of, but their head was kind of down. It's definitely tough. It's a tough situation, but justice needs to be served to the max.
She looked just like her daughter. Her daughter and her twins, man. That's crazy, man. This shit is unbelievable, man. How many little girls get killed in fucking broad daylight? Little girls. Guns. Salute to Eric S, man. Eric S coming through once again. Eric S come through every night, man. Salute to Eric S, man. He definitely becoming an Ock Nation All Pro, man. And salute to Deluxe 247, aka Cal Ripley, aka the real MVP, coming through once again, man.
Situation, but justice needs to be served to the max.
I got to clear it all.
The sheriff has this message for parents countywide: don't try to be your children's friends.
Now these kids are so young to be committing such horrible crimes. And then once again, it comes from home raising. You got to go back to being a parent.
Get them on that.
And the sheriff says there is still a lot more work to do in this case and that more arrests are likely coming.
Damn.
Live in Douglasville, Rebecca Schramm.
This is what I really wanted to get to, man. I wanted to show y'all, man. And make sure you hit the PayPal, Cash App, Super Chat. Support the channel. The only place you won't get this, man. It ain't no other place. They just can't. Salute to all them other channels too, man. I watch them too. Man, it's only one, man. This the gun memorial, man. For the whole nation, man. The gun memorial for the entire nation. All the people killed by guns, all of them. Who's overrepresented, man? Here, man. Look at the overrepresentation. Look at this. Hey, you gotta mute yourself, bro. We can hear everything you're doing in the background. This kid right here, I heard about this kid, but this was sad. He was paralyzed and they shot him. But it ain't coming up. But look at this shit. Look at this shit. What happened to her? Oh shit! The fucking gun memorial doing the. Oh, they must be having issues at the gun memorial. Oh shit! The gun memorial having issues. Okay.
Too much for the gun.
But it's like 8 to 10 Sunmen a day.
Oh no!
Well, yeah, that was the last day. That was the last day.
Way more than that, man. Way more than that, man. Let me see if I can get it back. If I can get it back up. Way more than that, man. It's probably 20. Oh yeah, they having problems with their server. But we can count them. We can count them. This is just guns. Remember, this is just guns. This ain't all the murders. This is just the guns. The 13th. How many Sunmen got killed on the 13th? One. Let's just say sons. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is this guy? This guy might be on Brito. We'll give him on Brito. We'll just say so. 4, 5.
Triana.
6. The 12th. 1, 2. Daryl Brown. 3. And this was damn. Old Britos was getting whacked out on the 12th. God, dog. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These are slow days, man. These are some slow days. All right, here we go. Now we're starting to get into it. The 11th, we got Anthony Pearson, 1. Artemio Folks, 2. Demetrius Dunlap, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can't call these two. 7, 8, 9. Marte, 10, 11, 12. Rodney White, most likely, but we ain't gonna say that. 13, 14, 15. Now that's starting to. Now that's what I'm used to seeing. More like 20 a day, man, just off guns. But it's been some slow days, man. I don't know what's happened, man. It's been some slow days, man.
You ain't lying though. Goddamn. Look at the 9th.
Yeah, but the Umbritos are picking up the slack.
Yeah, the Umbritos is killing is whacking shit heavy right now, man. Let's see. Salute to Weather, man. Weather coming through once again, man. He say, it doesn't matter. Sunmen provide entertainment and sexual access for left-wing gliders. This will continue until gliders no longer need Sunmen. I don't know. I think this is just the way we are, man. It's going to continue forever, man. It's just a matter of how you manage it, man. The only way you can manage this is with strict laws and harsh punishments for criminals, man. But
she said it earlier, Jim Crow 2.0.
Yeah, the criminal. You can't be easy on son criminals because I bet you that kid, that guy who killed that little girl sleeping in her bed, I bet you when we look at his fucking rap sheet, he should have been under the jail 10 times over. I bet you.
I just wanted to comment that coyotes are known to take certainly freshly killed or even carrion and carry it off. They will carry it off. They will come. They will, as a pack, get a different piece and carry it off separate directions, up to 500 yards away from the original kill site, so they can eat in peace without fighting each other.
Wow, I did not know that. They're not like wolves, huh? Dang, I didn't know that. I had not known that. Wow, that's crazy. I love coyotes though, man. I gotta learn. I did not know that though. So let's do pick a city. We need a pro black, man. Any pro blacks in the building? Because I want a pro black to come up here, man. I'm tired of having all these sons up here. We need a pro black. Oh, here go Jackson. Let's do Jackson. We'll do Jackson.
Okay, thank you, David. Well, Jackson police are investigating a deadly shooting that claimed the life of a 15-year-old. According to Jackson,
this is today in Jackson. While Crump and them is bitching about this guy.
According to Jackson police, officers responded to a shooting scene on Agape Drive near Clinton Boulevard around 3 p.m., where they found the teen. Police say witnesses told them the teenager was shot in a drive-by shooting. The teen has not yet been identified. Police are looking for suspects in this investigation.
That's today in Jackson, a place where, I ain't never seen nothing like this in my 43 years of being a dad, man. I ain't never seen nothing this bad. As this guy whose body we ain't find. We ain't even find the whole body, but we never seen nothing as bad as this. Oh, look at this. This is today in Jackson.
Jackson police are also investigating skeletal remains found in an abandoned home on Cooper Road.
This is not Rasheem Carter. This is another skeletal remains found in Jackson today.
Wow.
What is going on with these skeletal remains stories?
Were discovered by a neighbor just before 3 p.m. Police say at this time they don't know whether the remains are male or female, and the cause of death is under investigation.
Goes to Jefferson Davis.
Savage says the catalyst for the glider guilt of all nations was created centuries ago. People give up their individuality when subscribing to woke ideologies. Yeah, man. I mean, we have been chipping away at you gliders for a minute, but the way it is now, it just looks bad, man. This is a bad look. It's just sad, man. Let's go see what else is going on in the great city of Jafrica, man. And we were here the other day, so I can't go back too far because we were just here the other day. These niggas can't even pick up their trash.
Well, as we all know, Richards Disposal's emergency contract runs out at the end of this month. The mayor says he's now reaching out to other companies to make sure the trash won't start piling up come April 1st.
What I love, right, is the lowest price for our residents that provides the service and makes certain that we aren't taxing them unnecessarily.
Mayor Chokwe Lumumba says he's looking for the best deal in a new garbage contract as the clock ticks down. Richards Disposal emergency contract with the city of Jackson runs out at the end of the month.
We will timely put forth a contract for the council to review.
Mayor Lumumba says he's written letters to all three vendors that previously bid on the contract about a possible new deal starting April 1st.
To make certain whether their bids were still good, right? Or whether they would still honor those bids or whether they thought that they would have to change them.
The vendors include Waste Management, FCC, and Richards, which was awarded a 6-year contract 1 year ago. But the city council voted down that deal multiple times, even though Richards was the lowest bidder.
We chose Richards Disposal because they were the lowest bidder, providing more service.
Mayor Lumumba believes by all rights, Richards should get the contract.
The RFP says that unless the vendor has a bona fide dispute of a material contractual
tract that can serve the citizens.
So they having trouble picking up their fucking trash. They can't even pick up their fucking trash, man.
Mobile's having problems with their water too right now.
Mobile, shit.
Mobile, Alabama.
Okay, we're gonna go to Mobile next, man. All these fucking little we did this nightclub shootout the other night. We did that. Look, here we go. They trying to help you sons, man. Look. Trying to do
Two high school students from Brandon got a chance to represent Mississippi at the 61st annual U.S. Synod Youth Program. Josh Bowman and Nadia Harden were among 104 students from all 50 states who took part in this week-long event. You can see they met Senator Roger Wicker and Senator Cindy Hyde-Smith and several other leaders to learn more about what a future in public service looks like.
This program gave me the opportunity to be able to speak with a deputy.
The opportunity to grow up and call all these gliders racist and talk about how systematic institutions held you back.
She needs to put up some sandbags.
Yeah, but she gonna end up on that pink peen though.
Oh yeah, definitely. But here's the thing though. Look at this. Look at her start. She's here. She's in the building. You are in the building. Whatever you talk about racism, they let you in the building. You in this summit with these other black girl and all these other teens. Y'all, they let y'all participate in this shit. This fucking guy, I don't know, he might be a Patel, but all these fucking teams from all over the country, and you in there. And we got, and I'm telling you, Gladys, in 20 years, all you're gonna hear out her mouth is about how racist y'all are.
This program gave me the opportunity to be able to speak with a deputy ambassador for Australia, actually, and I got to ask him some questions about foreign policy and what's important to him. That was really inspiring, getting to know that African Americans such as myself are in these positions.
We got to go to a lot of places that most people normally don't go. For instance, we're going to go to the Pentagon on Friday. That's going to be super fun, and it's been just really informative about the different lessons that these speakers have to offer.
Bowman and Harden will receive $10,000 college scholarships from the nonprofit Hearst Foundation, which funds this program.
$10,000 college scholarships.
You know, can I ask you something real quick? She's talking to somebody from Australia, right, about an African-American woman working. Is she talking about an American that claims African-American, or is she talking about a black person from Australia, which is an indigenous Indian of sort? You know, the Aboriginal people.
I don't know, man. Honestly, I have no clue, man.
Well, there's Sudanese in Australia now too, so there's Africans in Australia.
Yeah,
so
definitely. But this is she in the building, man. She's in the building, man. $10,000 scholarship. Get to go all over the country. Get to rub elbows. Think about the connections she can make in this room. All these fucking people.
Brandon, Mississippi is a suburb east of Jacksonville with 79.69% white and 18% black. And it's got an 83 livability score. And let's put it this way. Cost of living is a B. Crime is an A+.
Crime is an A+? Oh, so her parents probably left Jackson, moved to Brandon to the Scott Adams method, got out of Jackson, 84% black Jackson, moved to 79% Brandon, and look at what happened. Poof, just like that. They got a future senator and shit. Salute to Gigi Ryder, man. He says, at Savage, Jared Taylor was talking about crazy virtuous gliders during abolition days, self-important virtue via self-hatred, neurotic as fuck. This girl ain't no fucking Aborigine, man. Aborigines fucking Bill done fucking sidetracked the shit.
Bill's trying though.
Yeah, so this is
well, no, because I didn't know which one she's talking to.
That's
I
all
think
right,
he's
man.
the.
Make any sense.
I think he was the ambassador to Australia that they were talking to.
Right, and she said that it was great to see that African American employment and yada yada. It's like, bitch, is he African American, this guy that's running shit in Australia? Or is he Aboriginal?
Let's
Black
do
person?
Mobile,
It could be
man.
a Sudanese.
Mobile, local news, man.
My fucking ADD just works like that, so.
Mobile.
Very much. Well, new from us tonight, for the third time, a suspect in Mobile will not be getting out of jail on bond under Anaya's law. Now, this fairly new law was created to keep violent offenders behind bars. And tonight, a judge agreeing that testimony revealed in an Anaya's law hearing against John McCarroll Jr., it's enough to keep him locked up until trial. Fox News' Shelby Myers has the story for us. And Shelby, prosecutors say McCarroll is wrapped up in 2 murder for hires and mistaken identity shootings in 2 different Mobile nightclubs.
Yeah, that's right, Byron. Mobile police testifying today that John McCarroll Jr. wasn't the trigger man in the paparazzi club shooting that injured 4 or the bank nightlife club fatal shooting, but he was the man calling the shots.
I ain't do that, man. They just need somebody to blame. I ain't open fire and shoot no gun, man. They just need somebody to blame.
Part of that statement from John McCarroll Jr.
If I had that hairline, I'd be mad too.
Serial killers in your midst. Serial killers in the Sun community, man. Running rampant. No news about this. Nothing on the national level. Only on the local level. If you ain't fucking watching the Mobile news at fucking 6 o'clock, you ain't gonna know shit about this.
The shots.
I ain't do that, man. They just need somebody to blame. I ain't open fire and shoot no gun, man. They just need somebody to blame.
Part of that statement from John McCarroll Jr. on his way to Metro months ago might be right, according to today's testimony. In an Anaya's law hearing, evidence presented by Mobile police and prosecutors say McCarroll wasn't the trigger man, but he was behind 2 shootings at 2 Mobile clubs. Witnesses say multiple shots were fired inside. Police say McCarroll and 2 others offered to pay Reginald Fluker $20,000 to kill a man. According to testimony, Fluker told police he fired 4 to 5 times at the guy he thought was the target, but it turned out to be an innocent man named Derek Shavers.
God, dog.
20,000. They weave.
Professionalism. That's all I gotta say.
20,000 for him to kill the wrong dude and then snitch. $20,000 to a hitman for him to kill the wrong guy and then snitch.
It's like this a fucking Dave Chappelle sketch.
You paid 20,000 smackaroos we are damn near in a recession to your hitman to hit the wrong guy and then tell on you. My God. And then he killed this guy. This guy fucking had nothing to fucking do with it. He just at the fucking club. Some sun man's pumping bullets into him. He don't know what the fuck is going on.
5 times at the guy he thought was the target, but it turned out to be an innocent man named Derek Shavers. And then in November at Paparazzi in downtown Mobile, a detective testified McCarroll gestured at Darius Rouser to kill another rival. But instead, 4 innocent victims were hit by bullets in the packed club.
Jesus Christ!
On a gesture.
So then you get you pay this guy. I think as he said, murder for hire. So you get this guy to kill somebody else, and he shoots 4 innocent people.
0 for 5.
0 for 5.
Salute.
Jesus Christ. This is the stand in a nutshell. This is the stand in a nutshell. Life doesn't matter. White people, that Black Lives Matter shit, the fact that y'all got those signs still in your fucking yard in places like Tacoma and in Seattle and shit like that, in Portland and in fucking DC, Gliders still got in their shops. They still got Black Lives Matter signs in their shops. Black lives do not matter to the people who's been saying that shit. Black people don't give a fuck about Black lives.
Told police he fired 4 to 5 times at the guy he thought was the target, but it turned out to be an innocent man named Derek Shavers. And then in November at Paparazzi in downtown Mobile, a detective testified McCarroll gestured at Darius Rouser to kill another rival. But instead, 4 innocent victims were hit by bullets in the packed club, including a woman who was shot in the neck and paralyzed. Judge Zogby ultimately granting...
Including a woman who was shot in the neck and paralyzed.
From
So
the
you done
neck down.
paralyzed one woman, you done killed this fucking brother, and you still haven't hit none of the ops. This is why these guys need to be under the jail, and this is why all you blackity black pro blacks that's trying to make the laws easier for these guys and criminal justice and shorter sentences and bail reform and all this bullshit. All of y'all should burn in fucking hell.
Okay, so Anaya Blanchard was
We're gonna get into that next.
Okay.
I'm gonna play that next.
And 4 innocent victims were hit by bullets in the packed club, including a woman who was shot in the neck and paralyzed. Judge Zogby ultimately granting Anaya's law in this case to keep McCarroll in jail until his trial. Mobile County District Attorney Keith Blackwood sending us this statement saying in part, quote, "The ruling today shows that Anaya's law is working by locking up violent accused offenders who serve as a threat to our citizens until their trial." McCarroll's attorney says the new law isn't fair to his client.
The hearing that we just had was full of hearsay and speculation. Under Anaya's law, the rules of evidence do not apply, and therefore what you heard in there would be shut down or wouldn't be admitted in an actual trial.
So if it wasn't for Anaya's law, homeboy would be back on the streets right now.
Now, Darius Rouser, who's the accused triggerman at Paparazzi, is also charged with shooting 2 people at the Beltline Walmart in December.
Jesus Christ.
Never ends.
He'd be back on the streets planning another failed hit.
Jesus.
Yo, man, we're going to get him this time.
We're going to get him into Walmart, real talk. Keep it 100.
Oh,
Darius Rouser, who's the accused triggerman at Paparazzi, is also charged with shooting 2 people at the Beltline Walmart in December. Plus, he's accused of killing a man at a casino in Mississippi. He's already being held without bond in Alabama under Anaya's law. In the studio
And
tonight.
if it wasn't for Anaya's law, he would be out on bond. Let's see who Anaya is, man.
So he got like 7 bodies, maybe something like that.
And black people want this shit. This is the criminal justice they talking about. That's what they talking about. This shit. Let these motherfuckers back out. She's crazy. Anaya, man. Let's learn about Anaya, man. Shout out to Anaya, man.
This week's 48 Hours investigates the killing of a top-ranked UFC fighter's stepdaughter after her disappearance in 2019. College student Anaya Blanchard was last seen at an Alabama gas station, and her alleged killer was a man with a long arrest record out on bond.
Long arrest record out on bond. That's what
Failing liver looks like.
That's what killed this. This girl was beautiful. Had her whole life ahead of her.
Was last seen at an Alabama gas station, and her alleged killer was a man with a long arrest record out on bond. Now her parents, who had to wait weeks to learn Anaya's fate, are fighting for justice. CBS News special correspondent James Brown spoke with the family.
These are the last images of Anaya Blanchard at a gas station in Auburn near her apartment.
Just the worst feeling ever.
Anaya's mother, Angela Harris, and her stepfather, UFC fighter Walt Harris, were frantic.
We drove my truck in backwoods. We were all in people's yards.
Anaya's car, which was badly damaged, was found 55 miles away. Investigators say a blood-soaked passenger seat and a bullet hole in the door tell the story of what happened to Anaya that night.
so traumatizing to think about what she went through.
Authorities believe Anaya ran into Ibrahim Yazid when she stopped at the gas station.
Think about this is why I tell y'all, when y'all go to a gas station, you see some men hanging out there, just don't even get out your car. Just drive to another one, man.
I've been in that gas station.
You've been in this gas station. Are they hang out out front?
No, not really.
Well, this day, she was unlucky. She ran into this fucking guy.
Yazid is a man with a lengthy arrest record, and he had been charged earlier that year with robbing and beating 2 people. In spite of those serious charges, Yazid was free on bond. Anaya's college roommate, Sarah O'Brien.
Now, here's the thing, though. Both of these people in this picture would be at a protest for criminal justice reform. Both these people, if you ask them, should criminals stay in jail until their trial, they both would say no. Both of these people, if you ask them, what's the biggest thing facing black people right now, they would say systematic institutional racism. So just for the record, both these people, a fucking biracial chick who got to go extra hard with the woke shit because she half black, and a white girl who's friends with a biracial chick who can't really say what she feels about anything because the black girl going to accuse her of rape, beating her down with the blackity black shit all day.
Charges. Yazid was free on bond. Anaya's college roommate, Sarah O'Brien.
How is this person free to walk into a gas station? How is he in the same gas station as my best friend?
But Yazid maintains his innocence. The Harrises were committed to facing Yazid whenever he appeared in court.
You see him, Mr. Yazid, looking back at you guys. Walt?
I remember shaking. I wanted to climb.
Yeah, he looking back at them. He like, damn, that's so fucking aggressive, man. That's an aggressive guy, man. He staring the parents down.
Definitely no resemblance to a gorilla here.
You think he's straight off a boat?
He's staring the parents
He's straight
down.
out of a cage somewhere.
That's aggressive, dude.
Yeah, but he don't know who he's staring at, to be honest.
Nah, he know.
But I'm saying, like, that dude's a UFC fighter. You think that dude want any smoke with fucking Walt Harris?
He don't care about that guy, man. He'd shoot him.
You see him, Mr. Yazid, looking back at you guys.
Some men don't think about all that strong and karate and all that shit. Some men don't think about that like y'all gliders, because you gonna fight and shit. We just gonna shoot your ass, man. And so you gonna throw a roundhouse kick, and I'm gonna throw a roundhouse bullet straight to your fucking head, and the fight gonna be over.
Or
just
attacking
like
a pack.
Walt?
I remember shaking. I wanted to climb across the barricade.
It took all of Walt's training
See the
in the
smirk?
ring
You see
and
the smirk? He's smirking at him.
Angela's steady hand to keep him from ripping into Yazid.
She grabbed me and she said, just breathe. And I just started trying to hear her voice.
Angela, how did you stay composed?
I wanted him to know that I'm representing my daughter. You don't scare me, and that I'm not going anywhere. We're right here, and we're going to represent our daughter, and we're going to fight.
Wow. James Brown joins us now. JB, good morning. We're all here wondering how Yazid was even out and in that gas station at that time. What actions are the Harris family taking now?
Co-tailing on that very question there, Tony. Right now, there's broad political and legislative support for Anaya.
Okay, so the Nas law got passed. But here for the record, she wasn't talking to him. She curved him. That girl, because the rest of the story, I followed it when it happened. She curved homeboy. Homeboy was trying to holler, and she curved him. She like just kept walking. She didn't even say nothing. She kept walking. And so he got mad, and he like strangled her and fucking shot her. And then took her somewhere and probably raped her while she was dead or some shit. I don't know, but back to Mobile, man.
We haven't even got to the damn water board yet.
Back to Mobile,
This
man.
part of the Gulf South is like a goddamn black hole.
So what it did was Anaya's law expanded the exemption for bail being allowed to include arson, burglary, domestic violence, aggravated child abuse, assault, robbery, kidnapping, human trafficking, rape, sodomy, sexual torture, terrorism, and murder. Not just capital murder.
Okay, good.
So
Shout out to
wait,
Anaya. She gave her life, man, but it's at least something came of it, man. At least something came of it, man. Man, um, for him to look back at them parents, that makes me hate him, man. To look back at their parents like that, man. Them parents like that shit is crazy, man.
Well, it's a Fox 10 News exclusive. Stolen guns, a robbery, a death threat, and gang affiliation. Investigators telling Fox 10 News it all led to a deadly officer-involved shooting last week in Mobile. Cordell Jones shot several times when a Mobile police SWAT team served a search warrant at a house on Charles Street. But police weren't looking for Cordell. They wanted his brother. Tonight, we've uncovered new court documents showing just why that SWAT team was called in to arrest Jason Jones.
So now the SWAT team is in trouble for trying to arrest some fucking thugged out son, man. And now we'll see black people out in the streets talking, complaining, and being incensed. Now we'll see black people emotional. Now we'll see black people asking for cameras and mics to be put in their face so they can speak their piece.
Fox 10 News' Ariel Mallory has those documents, and Ariel Police Chief Paul Prine talked a little about this last week, but those court documents have a lot of new details, right?
Yeah, that's right, Byron. The information laid out in these court documents spell out why officers wanted to get Jason Jones off the streets. Tonight, we find out what led to this huge show of force at a home on Charles Street last Tuesday.
The color of his skin.
Street last Tuesday. An MPD SWAT team was there to execute an early morning search warrant. Officers looking for 19-year-old Jason Jones and 2 guns he's accused of stealing. Investigators say Jones and another suspect robbed a man at gunpoint on January 30th. According to new court documents, the two went to the victim's grandmother's house. Those documents allege that Jones held a Glock to the victim's ribcage and said, quote, "You know what time it is." That's when, according to the documents, the other robber went up to the front porch, grabbed a Diamondback semi-automatic rifle and a Smith & Wesson pistol before they both took off. It was later revealed that all 3 went to high school together. According to the documents, the victim reached out to both suspects asking for his guns back, and they said, quote, they no longer had the weapons, and if he communicated with them again about those weapons, they will kill him. Something Mobile Police Chief Paul Prine spoke about last week.
The night before the search warrant on March the 6th, the family of that victim had to hide their victim because of death threats coming from the same gang group that Mr.
So the guy who they robbed was in hiding because these guys were going to kill him because he was mad that they robbed him. And then all these fucking white guys got suited and booted and went to fucking find the black guy and bring him to justice. And now some of them are going to be in trouble because when they came in there, the Sunmen acted the fool and they had to shoot him.
Does everybody know what time it is? Sun time.
This is what Scott Adams was talking about, even though Scott Adams doesn't know how deep it is. Think about the fucking gliders that on that SWAT team that went to go find this guy. Their lives may be turned upside down. They may even go to jail. Trying to catch this fucking piece of shit that robbed this other black guy and forced him into hiding.
The glider man's burden.
Will kill him. Something Mobile Police Chief Paul Prine spoke about last week.
The night before the search warrant on March the 6th, the family of that victim had to hide their victim because of death threats coming from the same gang group that Mr. Jason Jones was involved in.
Court documents allege that Jones and the other suspect are members of the Southside Gang in the Maysville and Birdville area. Chief Prine has said Cordell Jones had an AR-style pistol when he tried to escape the home, and that's when he was shot. Prine says after watching body camera video, he believes the shooting was justified. Prine and the DA's office have refused to release that video. Live tonight in the studio, Ariel Mallory, Fox 10.
Yeah, fuck them. Don't give them no video. Stop giving these some people the fucking body cam. The nigga's dead. That's it. The nigga that you called us about that robbed your son and had him in hiding because they won't kill him. Well, we went to go get the nigga and we had to kill him. End of story. Stop telling them we're gonna lock up our officers. Don't worry, one of our officers is gonna go to jail for behind this. Stop telling them that shit. Because we like that shit. We think that's a win. For a police officer to go to jail for anything, we look at that as a win.
And out on bond for a murder charge, now back in Metro, accused of taking part in another violent crime.
Jesus Christ. Is there a story where the guy's not out on bond?
It's fucking sick, man.
They call it Mob Town for a reason.
Mob Town? Okay.
Yeah, Mobile is Mob Town.
I bet. It is.
And out on bond for a murder charge, now back in Metro, accused of taking part in another violent crime.
LaCarrie Lett and a teen were arrested after two people were shot at Wickerby Park earlier this month. Our Shelby Myers is in the studio now.
And Shelby prosecutors filing a new motion today to keep Lett behind bars.
Yeah, that's right, Lenise and Byron. A judge granting that motion filed this morning to revoke LaCarrie Lett's bond. He was out on more than $1 million bail for a murder charge in 2021. Now he's facing assault charges for the violence at Wickerby Park. Court documents shedding some light on what allegedly happened.
He was out on $1 million
Gunfire
bail.
at a family park.
Yeah, with somebody else's money. They rob you, steal your money, sell drugs in your community, and they acquire all this money, and then they fucking use it for bond. So I got to give the judge a little credit. The judge gave him $1 million bond. So, I mean, still, I would have gave him no bond, and you wouldn't have had to fucking worry about this shit.
Light on what allegedly happened. Gunfire at a family park 2 Fridays ago. Mobile police say 2 people were shot at Wickerby Park in serious condition. A 16-year-old and this man, LaCarrie Lett, were arrested yesterday for the crime. According to new court documents, the violence stemmed from kids being kids. In a motion to revoke Lett's bond, a Mobile County Assistant District Attorney says a 7-year-old was throwing dirt and sticks at a 4-year-old. Then the parents of the children began to argue, and it turned into 2 families fighting.
Sons being sons.
Sticks and stones, shit.
Listen, weren't John Morant's, weren't a lot of his issues about this? Some girl called his sister a bitch at a volleyball game. And he came up there with like 20 thugs. I mean, this is a common occurrence in Sunistan, man. I've been there when this shit has happened. I've been there. I've been the fucking guy where it's like my sister's like, oh no, they ain't playing with my daughter. Come on, come with me, Mike. Let's go. And I'm like, oh shit. And we popping up at some fucking project and shit. And to fucking approach some people about some bullshit that happened with these some fucking little kids. I've been there, man. It happened so fast. One of your fucking female family members, come on, I fuck this shit. I'm going over there. And it's like shit. And you hop in the car and and she like a bear with her cubs and shit. And it's like, oh man, and that shit happens so fast. And people die in them situations. I've been there with my male family members. I've been there before, man, where it's like, oh shit. And then you just in the car going over there and you're like, oh shit. Then you pull up and there's a bunch of niggas outside and there's a car full of y'all. And it's like, oh shit. This shit don't surprise me. This shit don't surprise me. It's just sad, man. We don't have no self-control, man. We can't. We always talk about de-escalating. That's projection. We the worst at de-escalating on the planet.
Yeah,
Salute
there
to
ain't no
CA.
brakes on the Sun train.
Salute to CA, man. CA coming through real big. CA Ock Nation Hall of Famer, man. Salute to Zuberi, man. He said, oh, Nazi BK, the dude that was pranking. Okay. I don't know what he mean by that.
Attorney says a 7-year-old was throwing dirt and sticks at a 4-year-old. Then the parents of the children began to argue, and it turned into two families fighting. Documents say Let tackled one victim and told him he was going to die. It then says Let told a 16-year-old to go get a gun from his car. The document says the teen did and came back and shot both victims before he and Let drove off. Let was out on bond for a 2021 murder charge at a sports bar on Airport Boulevard. Police say Let shot and killed Keelan Foster in the parking lot, releasing this surveillance video of the crime. According to court documents, he posted the more than $1 million bail and was awaiting trial. Now, Let will have a bond hearing tomorrow on these new assault charges. I did reach out to the district attorney, Keith Blackwood, tonight for comment, but I have not yet heard back. Live in the studio tonight, Shelby Myers, Fox 10.
These some dangerous sons, man. God.
We still ain't got to the damn waterboard yet.
I really don't know what to say. If you hit a child and you kept going, that's about that's about as low as it gets for me.
Well, pure anger tonight from a Mobile community after a 2-year-old boy is hit by a car and left for dead.
And the driver didn't even stop. Well, tonight there's
goddamn white man.
I'm gonna quote Wicked on this one. Did you die though?
Why did this white guy hit this little black kid not stop, man? Jesus Christ, man. You white people are fucking destroying our community, man.
It's a long road to recovery for that little boy.
Our Ariel Mallory has been working on this story live at MPD headquarters. Ariel, you spoke with the child's grandmother tonight who says he was taken to UAB hospital.
Yeah, that's right, Lenise. They were on their way to UAB when we got off the phone a few hours ago. The grandmother tells me that her grandson's leg is broken. He'll also have facial reconstruction and will have a metal plate in his jaw. Now, she didn't want to speak on camera, but she did want me to share this message tonight. She wants the person responsible to do the right thing and turn themselves in.
Y'all gotta stop saying that, some people. For real, man. Do any of the dudes that we covered so far in this show in the last fucking 30 minutes, 40 minutes, do any of those guys look like they would turn themselves in if they fucking ran over a little kid and kept going?
About the only chance you have is a glider that then feels guilty.
I think the glider stops on the scene. I don't think the glider keeps going unless it's a rough neighborhood.
Sometimes if they're drunk, they continue to go, and then they feel guilty about it later and come forward.
Tonight, Mobile police are looking for the driver who hit a 2-year-old boy and kept going. It happened after 8 o'clock last night on Hawes Avenue near Hemley Avenue. According to police, the driver was coming eastbound on Hawes when the toddler ran into the road and got hit, the driver leaving him there. The family sharing this photo of little Jacoby Greenhouse Wells, who was rushed to UAB late this afternoon. Solomon Curry is a pastor at the church across the street. He says he was outside moments.
Move that damn move that breaking news.
We outside.
Outside moments before Jacoby got hit.
I heard some children playing over there, and I was really concerned that it was dark and they were outside playing. By the time that I got home,
so that little 2-year-old was out when it was dark.
Is that surprising?
Unsupervised.
Yeah, obviously unsupervised because he wouldn't have been concerned. The pastor wouldn't have been concerned if they were supervised. Jesus Christ, man.
Kobe got hit.
I heard some children playing over there, and I was really concerned that it was dark and they were outside playing. By the time that I got home, telling me that one of the little children had got hit.
His family says Jacoby has a broken leg and will have a metal plate in his jaw. Pastor Curry says he sees people speed up and down this street constantly. He fears for the children at his daycare who have to cross the road throughout the day.
As
Gliders
you probably just
every
witnessed,
day.
The speed limit through here is probably about 30 miles an hour. That car was probably doing about 45 going down the street, and that's a commonality. My concern is that I have a daycare, and I have to do what I have to do in order to protect the children at the daycare.
Curry says he would like to see speed bumps installed to slow down drivers in hopes it could prevent something like this from happening again.
You're not going to miss anything if you slow down and take your time.
What a great community.
And out on bond for a murder charge.
God, I gotta leave Mobile, man. You talking about
Bruh, Alabama is exhausting. Mobile
leave.
is different.
Yeah, I can't stay in Mobile. We gotta get to some other places, man.
I'm sorry we're too much for y'all.
I mean, I knew y'all were different. I've always heard the rumors.
Mob Town, remember the name.
Let's do New Orleans. We ain't been to New Orleans in a little while, man.
Yeah, somewhere much better.
I mean,
that's like jumping out of the boiling water into the fire.
It's the city that Suns destroyed, y'all.
Man, we listen, man. Look. Boeing is investing in y'all down there, man.
New at 10, a major player in the world of STEM says the future of the aerospace industry is right here in New Orleans.
Yeah, STEM stands for science, technology, engineering, and mathematics.
Really?
Yeah, I'm gonna need the fact sheet to back that one up.
Translation is, we found a place to produce shit that's really toxic and what's left over, so we're going to do it here.
Don't do it.
Really? The future of we're in trouble, y'all.
Says the future of the aerospace industry is right here in New Orleans.
Yeah, STEM stands for science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. The Boeing company is investing $1 million into a project that will bring an innovation hub to New Orleans East.
Whitney Miller sat down with STEM NOLA to talk about their project and its plans to give the youth in our community a brighter future.
Dr. Calvin Mackey says when he got the call that Boeing was investing $1 million into his STEM program, no
He
one
was like, I want me some of that money. How can I give me some of that money?
was around to celebrate.
I told the people, hold on, I got to go find somebody to hug. And there was nobody in the office. I was just running around in the office.
Running around with excitement, knowing that the youth in New Orleans were one step closer to having a place where they can bolster a bright future.
Major player in STEM in the world saw our work and was acknowledging the value that we bring to the table.
Building rockets to building the human heart and learning how it works, STEM NOLA provides monthly access to STEM activities for children of all ages.
If our kids want to go to the NBA or the NFL, there's places for them to go. But when my 9-year-old son said he wanted to learn artificial intelligence and machine learning, there was no place for him to go.
Boeing's million.
And you got a gazillion black fucking goddamn billionaires and millionaires throwing $25,000 worth of ones at the strip club every fucking night in every fucking city like John Morant that could have built you one.
Hold up, man. Artificial intelligence might be able to find a solution.
There's no solution. Even artificial can't find a solution.
So New Orleans East has a big NASA facility down there where they used to build Michoud. They used to build the external tank there, and like they're building parts of the Orion spacecraft there and stuff like that. So, and it's not a particularly bad area. It's across the river and between there and Slidell.
Hey man, everywhere's bad down there, Jack. Some man is traveling, man.
No place for him to go.
Boeing's $1 million donation will go to help the organization construct a multi-million-dollar innovation hub.
A place, a treehouse, a destination where our children.
Shout out to Bowen though, man. Shout out to Bowen, man, for giving these Sun people a fucking some shit that the Sun community should have provided this for itself. You shouldn't have had to get white people to come build this shit for us. But thank you, white people, for building it. And make sure you hit the PayPal, Cash App, Super Chat, man. We got 400 in the building, man. Make that Super Chat light up, man, or that Cash App, man.
Who want to have immersive experiences in STEM and learn, the skills and the technologies of the 21st century.
Jennifer Bolin Masterson with Boeing Space Launch System says it's important to get children interested in STEM early on in their education.
Can't do it in high school. You need to start at the grade school level. And so I think these innovation hubs are crucial for our children and our future in business.
Because people are bringing their kids in and they're saying, I had no idea that she would like something like this. That's what exposure does.
In New Orleans, Whitney Miller, Eyewitness News.
Shout out to Bowen, man.
Trust me, they didn't do it out of the goodness of their heart. They get a giant tax write-off.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what happens. The government gives them a big old tax break, and they gotta funnel some money to some good shit as part of the deal.
Well, that's good, man. At least they fucking. Why the fuck why some people can't? Why rich some people can't do that shit?
Where's Oprah?
I don't know. Why don't you ask Ja that?
Yeah, Ja, man. Salute to
New
Ja.
Orleans
man.
East is a big industrial area. They got lots of canals out there for heading that out. That's why there's not a lot of people there. The closest community there has a livability score of 80, and it's like
There's a lot of people there. It's
lighter.
just all Sun neighborhoods, and that's where like a huge amount of the violence takes place.
Yeah.
A lot of the Sun neighborhoods are on the
And
other
New
side
Orleans
of the canals. So.
Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of canals though.
Yeah, but I mean, like, just because it's over there, like, it doesn't mean like you don't have to be in the Sun neighborhood for like you could be. It's in the perimeter area. It's in the radius of that shit, man. Where do they hunt at? Don't they go to New Orleans? Don't the Suns go to New Orleans East to hunt?
They come from both like the south and the east towards the center, like the glider areas right below the lake.
Yeah, hunting grounds, man.
A New Orleans family is calling for answers tonight after they say they were thrown an item at a parade with a racial slur written across it. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Devin Bartolotto.
And I'm Sharice Gibson. Family members say it happened Sunday during the St. Patrick's Day parade in Metairie.
Eleanor Tabone spoke with them in tonight's top story.
They called them numerous of things, and this banana was one of them.
This is the item Jennifer Lawrence says her daughter caught at the St. Patrick Day Metairie Road Parade on Sunday.
So you're traveling near and far to come show support.
Why is this news, man? With bodies dropping left and right in this city, these gliders are having their St. Patrick's Day event. It's hundreds of these floats. These people are throwing all types of gifts off. That's how they do. I mean, if you're not familiar with this, they throw off little beads and things and da-da-da-da.
Yeah, it's the dumbest holiday in the world.
For them not to have 100, if never was 100 bananas with nigger on it and 100 black people caught a banana with nigger on it, fine. For one family to say, we caught a banana that had nigger carved in it with fingernails and shit.
It looks suspiciously like sister nails to me.
I've never seen them throw fruit off a fucking float.
Me neither.
Emotional.
They called them numerous of things, and this banana was one of them.
This is the item Jennifer Lawrence says her daughter caught at the St. Patrick Day Metairie Road Parade on Sunday.
So you're traveling near and far to come show support. And this is what we get, a banana with a vowel word on it for what reason?
A banana engraved with this racial slur.
The chat said they're helping the food desert.
Yeah, them good gliders throwing cabbages. They do throw cabbages and carrots from the and potatoes and shit, or they used to at any rate for the St. Patrick's
The
Day
only
stuff.
time I've seen fruit or vegetables or anything like that was in Europe. And there's a couple, Spain, France, but they're different festivals.
Here's my theory. She got thrown a banana, caught the banana, and like, why are you throwing us a banana? What do you think we are? That. And then when she told people, they didn't get angry enough, so she carved the N-word in there herself.
That what, Johnny? That makes sense, man. I mean, I believe, because here's the thing, man. Come on, man. Look at that. That looks so haphazard. The way it's carved in there, man. Who would do that? Like, who got time to do that, man? And then throw it and make sure that a black woman catches it. Like,
yeah, in Metairie, which is proportionally a very glider part of New Orleans, essentially the greater New Orleans area.
82%, 9 son.
Yeah, man. And every murder in Metairie is a son man. They have a lot of murders in Metairie, man, and it's all son men.
Umbritos too.
Well, recently, but historically, son men.
This is unacceptable. I don't know if this is the only banana they had. It could be several more. We never know.
Jennifer says she was shocked when her 24-year-old daughter texted her this picture. Her daughter wasn't comfortable speaking to Eyewitness News, but told her mother she believed.
So her daughter caught it. This woman wasn't even fucking there.
Second-hand offense.
This woman wasn't there. Okay, so her daughter probably in college at some woke university.
Or did it and can't look at a camera without giggling and laughing.
Right.
Second
why
generation.
is the daughter not up here? Yeah, why the daughter?
How many hoaxes have we run into where their person carves their own racial slur into paints it on, whatever?
Yeah. And she's college age too, so that's a red flag for me. This just smells bad, man.
Changes your mood about supporting certain groups and organizations.
As soon as Jennifer got the picture,
it changes your mood. This changes your mood about supporting certain groups. You didn't support them. You just went down there. How is that supporting the fucking Irish people just by going down there? You didn't spend any money. You didn't have dinner. You didn't pay for parking.
You came there to enjoy it, and they donated in order to go do that, to entertain people. They donated their time, they donated their money to be able to go and entertain you.
And now you're causing fucking trouble and branding them as racist. This is going to be the biggest story that comes out of this fucking parade. I promise you.
24-year-old daughter texted her this picture. Her daughter wasn't comfortable speaking to Eyewitness News, but told her mother she believes the writer intentionally threw the banana to her.
For you to go out.
Just look at how they throw these things. I've been down here during Mardi Gras. Listen, look how they throw this. The way they throw this shit, you're lucky if you catch something. Like, it's people out there that don't never catch anything because there's so many people. And you pray to catch some beads or a fucking teddy bear or some shit like that. The fact
they're
that
not looking specifically where they're throwing it. They just say, "Oh, there's crowd, throw."
For her to have thrown it to a girl and a girl catch it from this, or somebody thrown it and a girl catch it, the odds of that are fucking extremely low.
And I find it hard to believe the sister didn't take a video of her saying, what's up with this shit?
Right, exactly. Like every time a black person
get on TikTok or something.
Yeah.
Or open fire on the float right there.
Well, that's how they're supporting the Irish. They're not, shooting up the parade like the other parades.
But told her mother she believes the writer intentionally threw the banana to her.
For you to go out to support someone and receive something as vile as this, it just changes your mood about supporting certain groups and organizations.
As soon as Jennifer got the picture, she took to social media.
This shouldn't happen. Not just my child, any not just children, adults of another race. You just can't disrespect people.
Jennifer's sister-in-law, Danielle Santiago, says the family is
also wasn't there. Another person who wasn't there. Salute to CA, man. CA coming through real big tonight, man. Salute to CA, Ock Nation Hall of Famer, man. Wag the Dog says the guy that was pranking people at the airport got arrested for murder. Oh shit.
Oh no.
Nas, remember that video I did? He was fucking with that fucking couple, and then they got
Yeah.
mad and threatened to stab him. It's shocking.
Hey, at least they didn't throw a watermelon off the float.
Oh God.
I'd have fucking knocked her ass out.
Yeah, definitely, man. That would have been fucking murder charge, man. Okay, we're gonna get into Nas EBK, man. It's just shocking that guy got arrested. I can't believe it, man. A guy that would walk up on somebody, would play a prank, and then threaten to kill them in the airport, ended up getting charged with murder. It's shocking. Cash Cow says, when the Indian woman at the 7-Eleven ask if you want 2 bananas for $1 and you black. Man.
Race?
Yeah, that's racist, man. Everything's racist. Can't you tell?
Of another race. You just can't disrespect people.
Jennifer's sister-in-law, Danielle Santiago, says the family is outraged.
From where I sit, there will be no attending St. Patrick's Day parades ever again.
And they
What we
want
do without you,
answers.
sister?
It's unacceptable. We need an explanation, and we need to be assured or have some type of assurance to know that this will not happen.
Oh my God, they want an they want an explanation and assurance. Who do you think you? Well, they think they're some people.
Dennis Rodman looking ass.
They want to cancel the Patty Parade.
But listen though. Hey man, can you mute yourself, man? Well, listen though, man. They think about how entitled this is. She's dead serious. She ain't playing. She expects to. Think about it. If she don't get what she just asked for, it's gonna be more hell to pay. And she wasn't there.
It's a power move.
She heard about it after her sister, her niece texted it to her sister, and then her sister told her.
She wasn't there, and it didn't happen to her. But she needs to be.
She's so offended.
And it probably didn't happen. I would bet dollars to donuts that this is another race hoax. And then, so what if it happened? Let's just say it really did happen. So the fuck what?
Hey, AI. We got any video of this? Because I want to see a video like this to be like this is a Bruder film. Like I need to see an actual banana being thrown by somebody.
Right. I mean, but who gives a fuck? This is holding the country hostage, man. At this point, this is holding the country hostage.
Yeah, it's a power. I think
I'm gonna have to drop you if you keep doing that. You got a lot of fucking noise in the background, man. I'm gonna have to drop you, man. Salute to you, man. You was good though. You come up next time, but make sure you don't drop your mic and make all that fucking noise while we doing the show. Appreciate you though. Come back next time. This is this woman right here. She really thinks that she gonna get. I promise you, she goes to sleep tonight expecting a call in the morning from the fucking founders or the board of the parade, groveling and fucking coming down on her knees, maybe giving her some free shit, telling her how fucking sorry they are. I bet you, if she wakes up tomorrow and that doesn't happen, she's gonna be shocked. That's how entitled black people are in this country, man.
Parades ever again.
Santiago says the family is outraged.
From where I sit, there will be no attending St. Patrick's Day parades ever again.
And they want answers.
It's unacceptable. We need an explanation, and we need to be assured or have some type of assurance to know that this will not happen going forward in the future.
We pride ourselves on a family-friendly parade, and we don't put up with this.
Parade President Dan Cervello says each rider must read the rules and regulations before signing on. The very first rule states no offensive or obscene throws. Violation of this rule will result in immediate ejection from the parade.
I'm heartbroken too. We don't.
And this glider is fucking probably really heartbroken. And it's all a fucking load of fucking bullshit.
Now they're gonna be talking about banned bananas.
They gonna be talking about ban this fucking parade.
Ban Irish people.
You this glider right here.
Hey, we won't have any of that.
This is the problem, though. This is the problem here. Gliders, they don't know how to handle these things, so they make mistakes, right? So what he's doing now is legitimizing it, right? So now, in the eyes of any Sun person, this really happened. Because he came out and addressed it. He legitimized it. It's better to ignore this. Now, I get it. They may make more noise, and they may get some kind of lawyer or something involved, and they're standing at the podium, and the news is already giving them a 3-minute segment. You notice most segments, when a Sun man get killed, all the segments are 2 minutes. This segment is 3 minutes and 34 seconds. So yeah, I mean, this is a special, man. This is a special report. This is think about it, man. You legitimized it. Legitimized this.
This really wouldn't be that hard to figure out who threw it if it actually happened, because you can see who's throwing you something. Like you can pick out that float and figure it out. Like it's not that hard.
I would say get the person that complained, the complainant, under a sworn affidavit saying this is the float that threw it, and then you can go in and investigate there. But until you swear an affidavit, meaning you're not lying, you are putting your name on it, and you are swearing
under
to it
penalty of perjury.
Under penalty of perjury, that we're not doing anything.
But here's my thing about that. Who gives a fuck? Why does a Sun woman get to fucking stop the whole world because somebody threw a banana at her with a racial slur on it?
I'm saying get her under an affidavit because she probably pranked it, and then I'm going to shut up now.
But even that's too much, man. Like anybody else gets this, if anybody this happened to anybody else in the world, if the world would not stop. If they wouldn't have even been able to go to fucking Twitter or fucking, the only people that get to do this is black people.
Now here's a twist. How about if some racist guy in Honduras was pissed off at black people about something, so he scratched that into one banana that got sent to Safeway in Burnt Scrotum, Louisiana, wherever the hell this is.
You sound like NYC Glider Man now.
Jesus Christ, man. This glider right here, though, man, he's fucking idiot. This
The Juice Crew gets to do stuff like this, though. They get to make up their little stuff.
Not for a banana. Not if somebody threw a fucking.
No, their banana is a swastika.
It's a banana with a swastika carved into it. I don't think that the world would stop like this. This is black.
Our situations be happening organically.
Right.
I'm heartbroken too. We don't want to see this kind of stuff.
The family say the incident occurred in this general area on Old Metairie Road. They also say the banana was thrown between floats 31 and 35. Now, we pass that information over to the parade organisation. They say that they're investigating, but their investigation could take a few days.
we welcome
Between
all
floats
cultures.
31 and 35.
They're really
Wow.
investigating this shit. I would have listen. If this was a black thing, we'd have told that sister to go fucking piss up a rope, man. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck you. What? Somebody, who gives a fuck? You gliders take all this shit seriously, man, and you have to. I get it, but some shit you gotta do. You gotta start telling black people no.
But they'll throw dildos at children for the gay pride.
Yeah.
Say, if it wasn't important enough for you to note the exact float that threw it, then it's not important for us to investigate.
No, sister. We not sorry your feelings hurt. That sucks. You know, that really sucks that somebody threw a banana with the N-word at you. You're gonna have to put your big girl panties on, dust yourself off, and fucking find a way to carry on, man.
You know,
And
all
it's a good
cultures
thing
have
that
done a
those
lot for the
floats
city.
aren't. It's a good thing those floats aren't clearly marked with the number on them, too. So.
Yeah, but that's at the front. Sister got to move a lot to go see it again. So.
Come all cultures. You know, all cultures have done a lot for the city. So, you know, we want everybody to celebrate.
Yeah, some people have done a lot for the murder rate.
Right.
It's a festive time. We need a formal apology.
I'm anxious to get to the bottom of this. And my apology to the family.
Oh my God, he's already apologized. So he cemented it. Not only has he legitimized it, it happened now. He apologized.
Yeah.
Hey y'all, I guarantee you, through the black community down there, man, the New Orleans Irish parade racist, y'all. And I'm telling you, 40 years from now, they're gonna be like, man, that racist ass parade, man, they racist, man.
Yeah.
Remember Banana Gate?
Had to endure this thing. So, and I apologize to them.
Your feet are made to walk on the ground, not on people.
Eleanor Tabone, Eyewitness News.
Eyewitness News at 10.
Your feet are made to walk on the ground, not on people. I don't know how y'all gonna get y'all way out of this, man. You glad?
What about the people stepping on top of people by stealing from them and killing them in order to just exist in the world and going on there? You don't have any beef for that?
They ain't thinking about that.
The chat says we need sensible banana control.
Exactly.
Yeah, they focus on that.
That's the only thing that's gonna fix this. Let's see, Slidell. You said that's near Slidell?
Well, the Slidell family is facing
Slidell's,
mounting medical bills after a mother was.
Okay. Well, let's see.
Metairies on one side, the west side, Slidell's on the east side across the Lake Pontchartrain outlet.
Well, the Slidell family is facing mounting medical bills after a mother was hit by stray bullets in a shooting last month.
And all she was doing was driving on the interstate. Meg Ferris spoke with a family member. She's joining us now from police headquarters with more. Meg?
And Katie and Sharice, this is the case where we heard the painful, tearful words from the widow of an Uber driver killed just doing his job. We also heard words from a veteran NOPD officer who said, quote, "It's senseless, barbaric. I've never seen anything like this in my 20 plus years on the job." And tonight we hear from a relative of another innocent victim.
Things like this shouldn't happen. It's heartbreaking. It breaks our heart, you know, because family is everything to us, you know, and, you know.
So, son man threw a bullet at you with nigga carved into the side of it, right? Is that what happened here? Or at your family member? And this will get less fucking less energy than the fucking parade, the banana at the parade. I promise you.
People, no family deserves this.
Mika Evans grew up with her cousin, who's now facing very serious injuries after simply driving on I-10.
Just loves everybody, a lovable person. And, you know, We just got to stay prayed up.
Mika's cousin is a wife, mother, and grandmother, only in her 30s. She was seriously injured last month when police say multiple shots were fired on the service road near Bundy, killing an Uber driver and his passenger, a college student thought to be the intended target of the shooting.
Marking a glider.
The woman was in another car with 2 passengers, was hit by the gunfire, then crashed her car.
Thank God that we're such a religious family that we know God, and we know that, you know, in trying times, for whatever reason, God sent us all through stuff.
Family asked us not to give her name or show her pictures. Police arrested one suspect, Tyreek Quinn, 33, who was free on bail at the time of the shooting.
Oh, God. Jesus Christ.
We did the story of the Uber driver and his passenger who was the target. We didn't see that the innocent bystander driver was hit too.
Oh yeah, no, that was I thought I saw that at the beginning, but you know, is that the family of the guy who was shot talking?
No, that's the family of the woman who was in another car who got hit.
Okay.
It's so
I'm
many.
saying, why ain't God block all that?
Right. Yeah, God, why God? Yeah, God. Man, listen, man, it gets tricky when you start talking about God, man.
Pictures. Police arrested one suspect, Tyreek Quinn, 33, who was free on bail at the time of the shooting. They are still looking for 3 others and have no updates at this time. But in the meantime, medical bills mount, so the family's asking for community support. Here in Old Town Slidell, family will have a fish fry and chicken fry with lots of sides like mac and cheese.
Why not just start a GoFundMe? Go just do a GoFundMe. Do they not know what GoFundMe is?
It's going to be a bloodbath.
I bet you the banana lady can do a GoFundMe and get fucking $5,000-$10,000 right now.
Banana.
Family will have a fish fry and chicken fry with lots of sides like mac and cheese. It begins at 11 Thursday morning and goes all day until the food runs out.
Whatever it takes for us to do, we're going to do it. We stand strong behind family. And if it was some friends, we'll do the same thing for them. We just have that heart.
And it's with a broken heart, she adds this.
We all have to come together. We all have to come together. We're a strong family, and we'll get through all this.
Now, again, that fundraiser is Thursday starting at 11 o'clock in the morning. It's going to go all day, maybe into the evening until the food runs out. And that is at Blanc and Brick in Old Town Slidell. And if you can't go to that to support them, we have a link on our website with this story, a GoFundMe link to help the family. Reporting live from police headquarters, Meg Farris, Eyewitness News.
All right, Meg.
The fundraisers are what gliders used to do 10 years ago to raise funds for whatever.
Yeah, what happened?
Well, attempted murder, that's what a man is now in jail for, close to 3 years after he was seen on camera trying to set an apartment on fire. And that's where we begin this evening. Thanks for joining us, everyone. I'm Sharice Gibson.
And I'm Devin Bartolotta. 3 people were inside the home at the time. Investigators say it was a crime of retaliation for a homicide that happened days before.
Well, Mike McDaniel has tonight's top story.
When Franklinton police showed up to a 911 call at a home in the 1400 block of Bean Street in June of 2020, they weren't sure what they'd find.
They had a camera set up on the outside of the house, motion detector, and of course it went off. They looked at the camera, saw the 2 people walking around the house.
Sergeant James Folks with Franklinton Police says this surveillance video shows those 2 people, identified as 25-year-old Mardiante Lee and a juvenile, pouring gasoline around the house. They were gone when officers got there.
You could smell the gas real strong, fresh, and then you could see the line in the grass where they poured it around the house.
Folks says Lee planned to set the house on fire with 3 people inside.
He took a paper towel with him and lit the paper towel, and it was right on the edge of the sidewalk. So while it caught just a little bit, it never really completely caught up, to be an actual fire.
After arresting Lee, investigators realized what happened was a retaliatory crime. The home belonged to the mother of a man arrested for a homicide that happened just days before. According to the district attorney, Lee told investigators he was told by a gang leader to burn the house with people inside.
He said in his statement that he didn't want to do it, but he felt like if he didn't do it, there would be something happen to him.
Last week, Lee was found guilty of 3 counts of attempted first-degree murder and 1 count of aggravated arson.
Even during the trial, he never come out and said he didn't do it.
Folks says in his 16 years at the department, he's only seen a few crimes of retaliation, mostly involving guns. This is a first for arson.
We don't see that kind of stuff here. I mean, you hear of it happening.
He said we don't see that type of stuff here.
They don't usually burn it down around here. I mean, they're more like shooting each other usually, but
what's the demographics in Franklinton, man?
it's rough, Jack. Let me just say you put it like that.
Oh, really? Yeah, man. Give me another city, man. Oh, God.
He's dang lucky he didn't light it. If it was gasoline, it'd blow up in his face and burn his skin off.
Yeah, I mean, it depends. But if he poured it on the ground, he wouldn't do that. You put it in the car, that shit, I've been there. And, man, give me another city, man. We said go white, go to Maine. All right, man, we're going to do Maine, man. Maine. Salute, man. Salute to the chat, man. Salute to everybody, man, supporting the channel. Salute to my man, Eric S., man, coming through again, man. Oh,
I'm not sure Maine even has a news channel. They usually just get Boston.
Maine. Maine. Maine.
The sister of a man killed by police in Falmouth is now taking legal action against the officers involved and the town. In the fall of 2021, Sergeant Kevin Conger and Officer Peter Terrio shot and killed Danielle DeMillo. Now Christina DeMillo is suing Conger, Terrio, Falmouth Police Chief John Kilbride, and the town of Falmouth, alleging the officers used excessive force, causing her brother's death. The Attorney General's office cleared the officers, saying they acted in self-defense because DeMillo was running around the road with a long knife.
Okay. We don't know who DeMillo is, but yeah, man. Okay. Maine stepping up, man.
I took a look at the gun memorial, Lock. It's 95% gliders up there.
Wow. Is it a lot of them?
There's a few, more than I expected.
Let's see. Well, they're having a career fair up here in Maine.
Well, in about half an hour from now, a Maine school is hosting an event to help get students jobs, or at least on track to earn a degree.
The College and Career Fair is happening tonight at Bangor High School's Redberry Gym. The gym will be transformed into an exhibition center showcasing college and job opportunities for high school and middle school students. Dr. Adam Leach, a counselor at the school, organizes this fair. He says it is one of the biggest events of the year for families.
Got about 20.
Okay. A career fair. Usually gliders don't have programs and shit, man.
I think they have job fairs.
So Maine is
crimes in Maine
93.6% white, 2.76% 2 or more races, and 1.39% black.
1.39% black. So we shouldn't see nothing from that 1.3%.
Hate crimes in Maine are on the rise. The numbers for 2021 show there was a total of 75 hate crimes reported in the state. The only other year in the last decade that number was higher was 2020.
So 2019, you had 19 hoaxes. In 2020, they have 20. What changed, man? What changed from when you have 19 hoaxes to 83 hoaxes to 75 hoaxes? What changed in 2020? Jesus Christ, man. That's just unreal, man. That 1.3%. They stirred up trouble up here too. Banana Gate coming to Maine.
2021 showed there was a total of 75 hate crimes reported in the state. The only other year in the last decade that number was higher was 2020. Good evening and thanks for joining us here on News Center Maine at 5:30. I'm Zach Blanchard.
And I'm Chris Costa. We're now learning more about what kind of bias contributes to these hate crimes. And Jack Molman joins us with a closer look at the data. Jack?
Chris and Zach, the FBI released its breakdown of hate crimes this week. The most common kind of hate crime in Maine involved intimidation. The most common group to be discriminated against, it was Black people. And they were
shocking.
So gliders are intimidating Black people in Maine.
God,
who believes that? Hit one of you believe that, man. I'm not even trying to be funny. Eric S says 99% of Sunmen, they have endless ammunition. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We keep them bullets flowing, man. I don't believe this.
You debunked that out the gate.
Yeah, I just don't believe this. I don't believe this. But Soul, do you believe this? That you know, since 2020, I mean, hate crimes have just exploded in Maine. Gliders have just been going around terrorizing some people since 2020.
I actually saw a video on this a couple of years ago. Glenn Lowry interviewed a researcher that said the hate crimes are surprisingly very high on hoaxes compared to other crimes. And I mean that's obvious, but it's like a lot of times when they include, like when real, like let's say I don't really believe in hate crime legislation anyway, but let's say that we find real ones. Like a lot of times the reason why the people that are victimized are Black is because of other Black people. It's usually because they're gay or, you know, it's something to that extent, but they just say Black. And don't you love how the media just talks about it like it's true? Like, why is this happening? It's like, well, did you even confirm if any of it's real?
Don't have to, man.
You know, but they don't do that. You know, they use these things. But yeah, this type of crime is big time hoaxes.
They call it capping and clout chasing.
Yeah, definitely.
In Maine involved intimidation. The most common group to be discriminated against, it was Black people, and they were targeted for their race and or ethnicity. I sat down with the Cumberland County District Attorney and local immigrant support groups to see how they're responding.
How are you doing, Krista? Good, thank you.
It's a busy Wednesday for the folks at the Portland office for Gateway Community Services.
But it's a very simple application.
And it's here where refugees and immigrants can get help doing their taxes. This young man on the left, he's getting a work permit. He requested we not show his face.
I saw the need in our community, and I wanted to respond to that need.
And overseeing these efforts to help refugees and immigrants is a man who came here as a refugee in 2009, Abdullahi Ali.
They want to walk. They want to their children to go to school.
He tells us when you escape a war-torn country to find a better life here in the States, you don't expect to find hate.
People that are coming here.
Hold on. When you escape a war-torn country to find a better life in the States, you don't expect to find hate here.
He comes from a loving place like, you know, the Middle East.
Now, these are fucking East Africans. These are Somalians.
Oh, all right.
These are Somalians and Ethiopians. So these people come from fucking terrible shitholes. So they're hearing that America is just this perfect place where, so that may be part of it. That like if a glider like doesn't hold the door for you, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because they're told like, look, our shithole is bad, but there's this place there in America where everything's perfect. It's raining fucking Hershey's Kisses and fucking the streets are lined with dollar bills, and they get here and a glider might cut them off in traffic, or
Oh, I can't understand your language. Can you speak English?
Yeah, and then it's like a hate crime. Okay, so that may be attributed to some of this. Majority of it's hoaxes. Some of it is they just expect out of gliders. They expect perfection out of gliders. A glider can't have a bad day. A glider can't be mad if you bump him. A glider can't be upset if you know what I'm saying. He got to take every. A glider has to react perfectly in every single situation.
Give a glider a break, man.
Jesus Christ, man.
Here as a refugee in 2009, Abdullahi Ali.
They want to walk. They want to their children to go to school.
He tells us when you escape a war-torn country to find a better life here in the States, you don't expect to find hate.
People that are coming here want to live their life. They just want to mind their business.
But the hate crimes against Black people and African Americans made up 37% of all hate crimes in Maine in 2021, a particularly intense year for hate crimes across the board, going along with national trends in hate crimes.
Seeing and encountering hate really shocks many of the immigrants.
Well, what if they just don't like you? Why does it always have to be hate? Why can't it be don't like or dislike?
Right.
Well, and honestly, like, if I went to a country that had a completely different culture than mine, I would expect there to be some pushback by some individuals. I mean, that's just natural. If you're so stupid that you think you're going to go to another country and there's going to be absolutely no pushback based upon what you are, it's just dumb. Like, if I went to Mexico and I spoke in an American accent in Spanish, somebody's going to be like, you sound like an idiot. This is going to happen.
Yeah, but you're a glider. You can't. The hate crime can't be committed against you.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
Encountering hate really shocks many of the immigrants.
But just how much have hate crimes increased in Maine? In 2019, the FBI reports there were 19 hate crimes in the state. 2020 saw 83, and 2021 saw 70.
So at the time when gliders started walking on tippy toes and getting called Karens and retreating back into their fucking shells and being afraid to even fucking sneeze in public, that's when hate crimes fucking quadrupled in Maine. Makes sense.
And guaranteed that's reports to the FBI. That's not actual crimes that were charged, investigated, everything else. That's just reports.
2019, the FBI reports there were 19 hate crimes in the state. 2020 saw 83, and 2021 saw 75 hate crimes. But how do we stop this?
To take these crimes seriously, charge them when they occur, encourage people to report them.
Cumberland County District Attorney Jackie Sartoris says the increase in hate crimes speaks to the political climate, but also more people feeling empowered to speak out.
We do not want our community members to be feeling that they're at risk simply by being out and about.
She says if you see something, to say something, as following through on hate crime charges can be difficult without witnesses. Meantime, back at Gateway Community Services, there's still hope that Maine will continue to be welcoming.
So
who thinks if they had a fucking remember the other day I showed you all those fucking Juice Crew guys that was getting fucking knocked out for fun in Williamsburg, Brooklyn? Who thinks that they had one Ethiopian or Somalian with a black eye that they would have showed us by now? Press 1 if you believe that. If there was one Ethiopian or Somalian up here with a black eye from a glider, that they would have showed us that by now.
Or say some.
If they had any evidence, they had any camera footage, they had anything, they'd be showing it. This is reports of microaggression reported to the FBI and treated like it's a crime.
It would be on national news. Like, I guarantee that one swastika they keep calling was either Antifa, Black Lives Matter, or that restaurant owner that sprayed it on their own building.
They have nothing. They would have shown us if they had a report. If they had an Ethiopian guy that could say, hey man, some gliders called me the N word. They don't have anything. These are all.
Well, look what happened at the Amazon fulfillment center with the cinch knots that they had for hauling up stuff up to the next level.
Yeah.
What's funny is
those are nooses.
These guys are supposed to be refugees from a fucking war zone. Like, and then somebody drops the N-bomb on them when they're actually getting bombed. They'd be like, fuck, this place is heaven.
They turn into snowflakes as soon as they get here. Shit is crazy, man. America
Either that, or they are being targeted for their race, and they're being targeted by other black people there, and they're not differentiating, saying it was whites because they know if they do that, they're not going to get any of the time of day.
There's more love than hate, and that's what inspires us and encourage us to do more.
And in the breakdown of hate crimes, the number one cause comes from racial or ethnic bias. 15% of hate crimes stem from one's sexuality, while 14% stem from one's religion.
Right.
Plus, when you fake a hate crime, like you get, like, remember that girl that burnt herself?
Bro.
Remember that? That burnt herself, and then she said that like white guys threw freaking Molotov cocktails in her car or some shit, and it turned out she burnt herself by trying to burn a statue or some shit.
Oh, you talking about him? That was in Madison.
Yeah, she was the big fat one.
Yeah.
You get on the news and shit, and then you probably put a GoFundMe page up. It's like,
and when they find out that it's a hoax, they don't even report it. Or
they don't even report it, or they say that it's white supremacy anyway.
They apologize still. They still apologize. If it happens on a college campus, they still apologize. So this is Maine is done. If you have that going up on Maine, it's a wrap, man. I mean, it's a wrap if that's what's going on in Maine right now. Forget it.
Well, you have
Time
the
now for your
news,
evening
like
rush.
the
A man from
news
Augusta
everywhere. They're pushing racial narratives all the time.
Yeah, golly.
Time now for your evening rush. A man from Augusta will spend 16 months in prison for assaulting a federal officer in April of last year. It happened at the Edward R. S. Muskie Federal Building in Augusta. Today, the prosecution presented security footage showing Derek White entering the building with a knife.
Derek White?
Come on, gotta
and
be
attacking
glider.
a security officer. Another officer at the scene then shot and injured White. White apologized to the officer he assaulted, saying he hopes someday he will forgive him.
Well, that about seals
Apologize to the officer, that seals it.
Yeah, man, it pretty much does. Wow, man. Jesus Christ, you gliders, you're losing Maine. Jesus Christ, your ancestors have got to be rolling over in their grave.
Bill, we're counting on you to defend that area up there.
God.
Yeah, none of us have tough enough hides for the winter.
It's beautiful here.
Wow, man. You guys are losing Maine, man.
Do Harrisburg. Ever done Harrisburg, PA?
PA?
Harrisburg, yeah.
Yeah, Harrisburg, PA is we did that one time. They don't really have their own like station, man. I'm gonna do one more city and then I get out of here, man. Give me one, make it a good one. Make sure you hit the PayPal, Cash App, Super Chat, support the channel.
How about Las Vegas?
Las Vegas. It's been a while, man. It's been a while, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. It's been a while, man. Las Vegas, man. Las Vegas doesn't ever disappoint, though. I will say that. Las Vegas shows up, man. Shout out to Las Vegas, man.
Fox 5 update on the 101-year-old veteran who was hit by a car involved in a pursuit and shooting earlier this month. Last week, we told you about Herb Muskin. He and his wife were driving to Costco in Henderson, and they were stopped at a red light when a driver running from police slammed into the back of their car. Herb has been in the hospital recovering from a broken vertebrae in his neck, and today his sons told us that he is stable but had to be put on a ventilator over the weekend. They say Herb is hanging in there and is a fighter.
Damn, 101 years old only to get hit by some fucking sunman fucking running from the cops, man. Shit.
He might have actually been serving in World War II, even though most of them are already dead.
Yeah, he's 100. Yeah, he definitely could have been 20 back then.
Also developing right now, a judge sentencing a man who admitted to killing 3 men because they were homeless to 3 different life terms. Tristan Tidwell pleaded guilty but mentally ill to those charges back in January. Tidwell was arrested by North Las Vegas police back in 2021 on charges of open murder. 3 men were shot within 2 hours across the city. According to the arrest report, Tidwell admitted he was homeless himself, but also told investigators anything without a home should get, quote, terminated.
Jesus Christ, man.
So should we oblige you on that?
No, not him, no. Everybody else. Jesus Christ. And if you're a glider and you like say some smart remark about a homeless person, your fucking life is ruined. Oh my God. Oh.
Well, what about that man that was trying to get the homeless sister off his porch so he could clean it, and sprayed her for like 10 seconds with a hose, and then he gets canceled?
Yep, lost everything. Oh. This is how you know.
New tonight, the parents.
This is how you know you're in a Sun City. This is how you know. Tell me you're in a Sun City without telling me you're in a Sun City.
New tonight, the parents of a little boy killed when a stray bullet came into their apartment earlier this week share their outrage.
They spoke exclusively with our Kim Passoff. She joins us from Boulder Highway with their story tonight.
It is an unthinkable tragedy. 2 little boys shot by a stray bullet while inside an apartment here. For now, their family is staying with friends, unable to return. 6-year-old Honor Tate watches cartoons. Bandages cover his ankle and other parts of his leg. The same bullet that killed his older brother shattered before it went into him.
We hop up out the bed. We run into the living room. We heard Honor whimper. No sound from Armani. And I'm like, first thing I'm checking, you okay, Honor? He doesn't say anything else to me. I'm like, Armani, you okay, Armani? He doesn't say anything. He doesn't respond to me. All I can visual at this moment is my baby's head dropping and falling to the side.
9-year-old Sir Armani Clark was on.
And listen, man. Both of these people are on board for bail reform, criminal justice reform, police reform, defund the police. Racism is the biggest thing in this country. Trump's a racist. A MAGA hat is a Klan hood. All that shit. All these people are on board for that shit. It still doesn't make it any less sad, though. It's still fucking sad knowing that these people would fucking, if they saw 5 minutes of this, they would be, of this show, these people would be fighting mad. These are regular black people. These aren't the black people that come to this show where y'all get confused. Y'all see Stunner and Marcy and Black Gen Z and y'all think that it's actually black people like that in the world. No. 99% of black people see this show and be fighting mad.
He doesn't respond to me. All I can visual at this moment is my baby's head drop it and falling to the side.
9-year-old Sir Armani Clark was on the couch with his brother watching SpongeBob when a bullet came through the wall.
My baby got shot in his head.
There are no words to describe the pain Justine Tate and Marielle Collins feel at the sudden loss of their son.
Armani was the best. He left an imprint on everyone. He was the football star of the family. When I tell you that boy can throw a football better than his mommy, okay, and I can throw a football.
The family was just moved.
Well, at least they're not basketball Americans.
Family. When I tell you that boy can throw a football better than his mommy, okay, and I can throw a football.
The family was just moving to Vegas from Reno for Justine's job. The boys arrived.
Damn, how many of them? Is this the whole family? Oh no, damn. Is it more kids? And those were just the two that got shot?
For Justine's job. The boys arrived last Thursday night.
He was a protector for his brothers.
Comforter.
He was a comforter.
Justine knows her 6-year-old will never be the same without his big brother.
My baby is so traumatized. He doesn't want to leave the house. But yesterday when I went to clean his wounds, he immediately was like, Mama, I want our money.
These parents know they can never get their baby boy back. Now they want justice for the shooter to turn themselves in.
You're going to be caught regardless. Running away is pointless. What's the point in running? You took somebody's child's life. Be a man and own up to it. Just stop making a mother grieve and a father grieve. And just let's get it over with.
And the family has set up a GoFundMe account to help with Sir Armani's final expenses, as well as to help 6-year-old Honor. You can find a link on our website, that is fox5vegas.com. Sir Armani's funeral arrangements have not yet been set. Reporting off of Boulder Highway, Kim Passoff, Fox.
Man, I know I said we're gonna do another. On that note, man, I gotta get out of here, man. Salute, man.
On
Peace
that
out.
note, I know it's coming. I know it.